Hey, what's up guys? It's Sai back with another video, and in today's video, we're making a tier list on every card in the format. I imagine this video will do terrible and everyone will disagree with my takes like the last one, but this time, we're not being influenced by James. We're being influenced by the whole chat. We're streaming for the 600 sub special, or the 600 sub celebration rather. But yeah, this is the tier list, and let's get into the cards. We got our tiers. We got broken, insane, good. We got situation L. We got meh. We got awful, not index, and worst cards in the format. Yeah, the tiers are what they say, and chat does include James, but his opinion means nothing, of course. And we got Ryan here. We got all the cool guys. Y'all should all join the streams if y'all can. And let's get into the first card on the list. This is gonna be a while, so get some popcorn, start cleaning your bedrooms. I know they're dirty, and let's enjoy this. Y'all are ready to hear the terrible take. So, first card of the list, Advanced Ritual Art. This card is a pretty insane card for the fact that it can set up your grave with whatever you need for whatever strategy you're doing. It's good in Demise Fairies, for putting fairies in the grave. It could put Light and Dark in the grave. It could put rocks in the grave for Dark Calling. It's just an insane card. However, it's not in broken, even though it is technically it could be a foolish 8, like it could foolish 8 cards with 1 activation, and it does it from deck, which is even crazier. The reason it's not in broken is because you have to play normal monsters. Normal monsters suck, so it's going to be in the insane tier. You can maybe put it in good. And it has to summon a ritual monster, which the only good one is really Demise. Alien Ammonite, the best card in the alien deck, but it has to special summon an alien monster, so we're going to put it in situational. It's really upsetting me that this thing is like just barely not, the L is not next to it. But that doesn't matter. Situational. The reason it's situational is because this card always special summons like can always be a level 5 synchro. It doesn't have to summon the alien guy. But it's actually like a good card. It's the best card in the deck. Whenever you see this, you feel happy. It does lose to Oppression. It does lose to Crow. Maybe you could put it in meh, but I think it's really good for the deck. And I actually kind of have fun playing the deck. Alien Hypno. This is a Gemini that's a water. So when you send Alien Hypno to the grave for a card like Snake Rain, it can set up a hero like Miracle Fusion, and it can set up your Alien Ammonite, which was a cool deck that I saw Mr. Tag make, so shout out to him. I quite enjoyed that deck. I haven't played it on the channel yet, but I should. Actually, I'm going to write that down. But this card is pretty awful, other than the fact that it's good in the grave. So we're going to put it in the awful tier, which is fine. You might think awful tier has no value, but the point is that it's awful by itself. It's decent while in grave, but if you draw this card, it's going to feel awful. And if you wonder why I'm pausing, I'm writing it down. I want to play that deck. Mr. Tag Aliens. Alright, that'll be on the channel eventually. More importantly, let's get into the next card. Alien Kid. Sometimes we're going to have to tab out and read a card. Oh, y'all are seeing new stuff. Y'all aren't supposed to see this. Let's look at something else. Yeah, this will work for now. Actually, we're going to open a new deck tier list. Let's look at Alien Kid. We got place an 8 counter on all monsters special on your opponent's side of the field. Yeah, this card's horrible. Let's just be honest with ourselves. This is an index. It is a light monster. It is 1600 attack level 4. It is a reptile. But this guy is not index. He's just not index. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Alien Kid is not index. Alien Warrior, I think is what this guy's called. If I remember, his effect is pretty garbage. No, this isn't even Warrior. This is something else. Alien Overlord. This card, okay. You remove 2 8 counters from you on the field to special summon this card from your hand. So he's a special summonable card that you can normal summon. That's pretty good. He's level 6. He's a dark. Once per turn, you can place 1 A counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls. Then it has this garbage text right here. And then it has even worse text at the bottom. You can only control 1 Alien Overlord. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. This card's not as bad as Alien Kid, but the fact you can only control one of them is kind of sad. Because, like, it could be, like, some way where if there was a way to put tokens on the board, there you'd be able to do something with them. But we're going to go left to right, and this guy's just not in decks. Let's be honest. Like, he's not in decks. I think he's probably better than this, but at least this, you can send it off Snake Rain and it has value. This, I mean, you could send 3 of these to the grave for a Dark Arm, but, like, other than that, he's kind of bad. He's kind of bad. Shock Trooper, this may ruffle some feathers, but he's right next to Hypno. He has a 1900 attack stat. He's a normal monster. He's the #1 revive target off of Ammonite. I don't know why so many of the alien monsters at the start, but it's probably because it's alphabetical. But I think Shock Trooper is a better card than Alien Kid and Alien Overlord. He might be better than Hypno too, but Hypno, one interesting thing I didn't say about him is that you can use Gem Spark with him. So there is cool decks with that. And we're going to have to read what Alien Telepath does, because I've never actually read this card. I did know the name. That was kind of cool, right? Once per turn, you can remove 1 A counter from opponent's monster to destroy a spell trap. Like, 1 or 8 counters actually ever coming up. This guy's a 1600 fire. I think this is the worst one yet. Like, not even kidding. I think this is the worst one yet. Like, if left to right, I'd put this guy worst. I'm not putting him in worst cards in the format. There's gonna be special cards down there. Next one is Alien Warrior. This one is right next to Shock Trooper. He's a little bit worse than him, but I see people play him in the Alien decks. I don't have too much to say about him. He's basically like a 1700 normal. He doesn't. His effect doesn't do much. Allure, insanely good card. Draw 2, banish 1 dark. It's also really funny when people activate, you know, Imperial Iron Wall or Dust Shoot. It creates really funny game states. We got Ancient City of Ruins. The card by itself, if you just like were able to use its effects, would be up here. Like if you could actually just use its effects. However, you have to play Crystal Beast, so situational. It is the best card in Crystal Beast, but God, is it situational. Because if it didn't have to, if this said Blackwings, good lord. Like if this card said Blackwings, like oh my god, you don't even want to know. Then we got Ancient Gear Beast. I'm a big fan of the Ancient Gear Beast. I am a big fan of the Ancient Gear Beast. Where are we putting Ancient Gear Beast? Where are we putting the Ancient Gear Beast? I think he should go in good. I don't think he's quite Allure level or ARA level, but Ancient Gear Beast, and James from the chat is chiming in. If it said Blackwings, it would be bad because they don't go to the spell Trap Zone when they die. Sure, but if Blackwings all had the effect that they did, but they actually had real effects, like if any of the Crystal Beasts had real effects, then this would be a crazy field spell. But I'm gonna put Ancient Gear Beast in good because this card negates Rykos and negates Dandelions, every set thing in the game except for dupes. And I mean, Machine's worst matchup is already Frogs. And Mr. NJB from the chat said, "So sad you need Gear Town for Beast to be good," and he's right. That is the sad part about him. You never see this guy in a deck that doesn't have Gear Town. Shout out to Panna. But at the same time, in the deck that he's actually in, he solves the deck's problem, which is flip monsters and stuff of that nature. Like, he's just a very good card. You can normal summon him in that deck. You don't even have to tribute anything. You can tribute stuff, which is also very important, because sometimes the opponent will just have a Vanity's Fiend, so you can brain control and tribute summon this guy. It is an important thing that does come up. So I'm going to put him in good for now. I'm going to put him in good. We got Armory Arm. I think this is the first card that I'm putting in broken. I don't know if most people would agree, but this card has warped the format. This card is literally warped the format. People make decks based off of this card. Like, if you think about it, Forgs wouldn't be a deck without this card. Like, it would still be insane, but their OTK lines would not exist most of the time if not for this card. This is our first broken card in the tier list, and I think most people will agree. It also clears your board if you have a lot of, like, extenders and stuff. Like, It also, there's cool plays that you can do where you brain control this card and then you can equip it to your own monster. This card is so cool and so good. I think most people agree that this is a broken card. And then I think, do we put Black Rose in broken? It's also another insane card that's in every extra deck. It is in every extra deck in the format that has a synchro like tuner. It can be stopped by Solemn, it can be stopped by Starlight Road, but it's also really good in plants because it can just kill you randomly. Do I put it in broken? I think I do. I think I do put it in broken. I don't think it's as good as Armory Arm, but Black Rose is broken as hell. Like, Black Rose is just a board wipe. There's no other board wipe in the format. Maybe it is better than Army Arm, but to me, this card is... I mean, yeah, and it's the only good Synchro 7. That's a good point that Ryan has made in the chat. It is the only good Synchro 7. Most decks can't use Power Tool, apart from Gigavise, and this is a good rank 7 for any deck. Urbellum doesn't count. The card sucks. Let's move on. We got Blackwing Kalu. Kalu, I'm putting it in broken. I'm sorry to say, Kalut is a broken card. It is a hand trap in a format that has no hand traps other than Christia. Like, Christia and Crow are the only two hand traps in this format, and this one just says, beat everything by battle. That's literally what Kalut says. You play a deck like Dark Gaia, you make it a 5600 guy, and you think you have game, and they use Kalut, even when their monster dies, they still live, and you lose the game the next turn. This card is absolutely absurd. You can get it back with Blizzard. You can add it with Whirlwind. You can summon it as just a monster and use Whirlwind to add stuff. This card has no bad interactions. You can use it with Icarus attack. I have Kalut and Broken. It is probably the best Blackwing monster, if we really think about it. Shura. Shura is going to go in Insane, I think. Insane or good, but I think it could go in Insane. This opens up the deck. You can summon your Gale from your deck, which is at 1 because it's such a powerful card. Then you can synchro into whatever you want, or you could summon a negated value from deck that can get you into Catastor or anything that you could use for DDV. This card is broken. The reason why it's a little worse than Kalut, in my opinion, is because it has to attack over a monster. It's kind of like Flammable Fire Dog in that way, that it could just lose to traps and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's a crazy card. And you don't always have to attack with this. You don't always have to attack with this. You could pass and then they attack into a Kalut. Like, it's a crazy card. Value. Oh, Value might be a spicy take, but I think it could be up here too. I think... Oh, Value might be here. Value might be the best card in the format. It might be the singular best card in the format. It's summonable off of Shura, and it's broken. It's usable in the grave with Sirocco. It's usable in the grave with Elfin. It's usable in the grave with all of the extra deck guys. Like, this card's broken. People didn't even used to play this in Blackwings, but they just realized that it's free damage. I think it's the best card in the format, probably. Now we move on to some more meh cards. Like, some cards that are good, but they're not quite in this tier. There was a little run of some broken-ass cards, let's be honest. And from now on, we've got Volcanic, or my bad, this is Blaze Accelerator. And I think I'm going to put Blaze Accelerator, and this is a card that can be added off of a normal summon, so a searchable spell is always a cool thing. I think I want to put this in good. I think this is a good card. It is the best card in the Volcanic decks, without a doubt. Like, it's between this and the Shell and stuff, but I think it is good because it can out anything that doesn't say it can't be targeted. It's quite a good card. I like the Blaze Accelerator. Let's move to Book of Life. Book of Life is a good card, but it needs grave setup. Like, you need to have something in the grave, and more importantly, they need to have a monster in grave. So you can't always use this card. So for that reason, I almost want to say it's situational. It's like better than these cards, of course, but I think it's almost situational. I guess this card also needs them to have a monster, but like, you can just wait until they do, because it's usually in control decks and you're not going to die instantly. But we'll put Book in situational. We can change these later. But I think Book of Life is a situational card. It is very good, though. It is very good for the deck that it's in, and we might move it back up to good later. Alright, Book of Moon. This is single-handedly one of my least favorite cards in the format. It feels weird to put in your deck. It feels bad to play against because we're in the Trapstone meta. Trapstone's probably the most improved card of 2025. And then in 2026, it's still seeing rampant play. And if you just have a face-down book, it'll always catch most people by surprise. As well as being able to set your own monsters. As well as just using it on the fly. It's like the most versatile card that is also defense. Like, it's an incredible card. For that reason, I'm going to put it in good. I'm going to put it above these two. I think it could go in insane, but it is a good card. It is a really good card. And then we get to Bottomless. And I have a love-hate relationship with this card. It sucks when they already summon a monster that's big enough and then it's just sitting there doing nothing. It feels great whenever, you know, they summon a fortress or something, so they go neg and you get to banish their guy. I think we'll put the Bottomless Trap Hole, and we'll put it right here. We'll put it in front of the Gear Beast. We'll put it behind the book. I think they're both really good. We'll put it in front of the book. It's a really good card. It's a good card, but it can be bad sometimes. Y'all know where this one's going. Doesn't take much talking. Brain Control is a broken card. Everybody knows Brain Control is broken. Everybody knows it. Call the Haunted. It's in a lot of decks. It can be stopped by Oppression. But it's just a great card. I mean, most decks are playing it these days, unless you're like, you know, Blackwings and Value don't really play this card anymore, but it's still a good card. I think I'll put it in good at the top of good. I think this is a really nice card. And it's really fun and a lot of fun strategies. Card Destruction. Card Destruction is a good card for decks like Norlaras and like maybe Lightsworn decks and stuff. It's really good for manipulating the grave. But it's also a little situational. Like sometimes you draw spells and you don't want to discard your spells. So I think for that reason, we're going to put it in situational. It's a great card though. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Card Trooper. I think Card Trooper is a really, really good card. Like it might even be insane. Like this card is really good. Frazier, if you watch any of his videos, you know this is one of his most hated cards in the format. He has like 2 hated cards, and it's Card Trooper and Gale. They are both broken cards. I'm gonna put this one in insane. I think it should go like right here in front of the Shura. Like by itself, this is better than Shura. Maybe ARA needs to go down a little bit. Like now that I'm thinking about it, but Trooper is a for real a broken card. Like I'll put it in insane for now. The tier list is subject to change, but it is a really, really good card, and it's used in the best decks in the format. Like they use it in Value, they use it in Machina Control, they use it in other stuff that I can't think of. We got Chain Strike. What are we putting Chain Strike at? Not used a lot, only really good in burn decks. I'll put it in... It's like not even the best burn card, so I'll put it in meh. It's like not even the best burn card. We got Fortress Dragon. This single-handedly keeps machine decks in check. If it wasn't for this, they would just combo off on turn 1 every game, and they would tell you to have Lightning Vortex or die. So I will put Chimera Fortress in... It's a little situational, but it's really good. So it's not even like situational. It's like, it's just the answer to machine decks, and almost every deck has Siders on the side unless you have a crazy matchup into them. Where do I want to put the Chimera Tech Fortress? I'll put it in the top of good, right above the Call of the Haunted. It's a crazy card. It creates swings in the game state. It's a big swing. There's very few swings as big as a Chimera Tech. Brain Control being one of them. That's why we put it at broken. But like, there's very few swings as good as this, and it's a special summon too. So like you summon your Sidra, you do the Chimera Insect, and then you can like tribute it for Archias if you need to or something. Broken card. And then the next one's something I don't even understand. I don't know what this card is. I think that's an alien card. If we type in alien down here, I think we'll find it. Here it is, the Code A Ancient Ruins. We got Jake in the chat saying thank you, man, for the kind words. Thanks for the nice words. Each time a face-up alien monster is destroyed, place an A counter. Once per turn, remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field, a special and alien from your grave. This isn't too bad, but it's a continuous spell, so people can just chain MST to the effect, and it needs monsters to be destroyed. Unless there's a loop that I don't know about, this card seems pretty bad. And there's a reason I haven't seen it. So I don't think it's not in decks. Like, there's probably a deck that uses this, but I'll put it in, like, here. Okay, you say it was a TCG exclusive to make the deck good, but did it make it good? Because I've never seen it. Like, I've never seen it, I feel like. I feel like it could be, like, here. Maybe I'm putting Hypno too high. Like, maybe Hypno should be here. I think it's better than these, though. We got Cold Wave. Cold Wave should be up here with Black Rose Dragon and stuff, but he just doesn't have enough damage. Like, and by the way, what I mean by damage is it's not like a prevalent enough card in the format. Like Twilight uses this deck, uses this card to ultimate like efficiency, to the fact of like it can just use Cold Wave and then it will kill you that turn because they have cards like JD and Dad and whatnot. Other decks that do so are sometimes Glad Beasts use this card. I think most lists at this point. I think whatchamacallit, X-Sabers use this card. But like the real big three meta decks, none of them use Cold Wave. But it is a broken card. It is a broken card. And it does guarantee an OTK a lot of the time, and it's annoying against set decks. I'm kind of convincing myself to put it up here, but I think it's down here because it's not in every meta deck. Like the top 3 meta decks don't play this card, but like when you see this card at the right time, it is just ending the game a lot of the time. So it is broken. I think we're gonna put it up here right behind Kalut. We got Colossal, and Colossal is almost up here with Armory Arm because you're thinking that it's like if it wasn't for Colossal you couldn't do the Armory Arm RTK, but that's not true. Sometimes you don't even need the Colossal. It's the Armory Arm that really matters, but Colossal is a good card. It is quite a good card. Whether it's just trading with Titanial, whether it is in Zombies where it actually is used as a big piece of the OTK, it is a good card. So I'm going to put it right here in between Bottomless and the Call of the Haunted. I think it's a good card. Colossal, not always your first choice, but it has a lot of use in Edison, and I think it's a great card. And here we get to the best alien monster, Alien Cosmic Horror Golgar. This card's awesome. It's really fun to use. I'm gonna put Golgar in front of the Blaze Accelerator. I think if you can actually get Golgar out, the card is one of the most fun cards in the format, and every time I've played a alien deck, I have won the game when I have summoned this guy. Like, I'm pretty sure every time I've summoned this guy, I've won the game. However, you need to summon this guy to win the game. You cannot win this game with aliens if you can't summon him. So that's obviously an important thing to know. Let's keep it pushing though. I think Golgar is in a good spot here and good. We got Crossporter, really cool card. You can send it off of the Armageddon Knight to immediately go to adding you a Mole or any other Neospatian. But most of the time it's going to be Grand Mole. Sometimes they pick up the Dark Panther, but I like this card. You could also send it off Foolish Burial. Cards that add cards are always going to be good in my opinion. So I'm going to pick Crossporter in the same tier as Ammonite and the Field Spell over here. I'm going to say it's right here before the Book of Life. And then we go on to Crusader of Endymion. This card's awful. I'm gonna put it down here. I don't even... This card sucks. Like, I almost want to put it in not in decks, but I've seen spellcaster village decks that have this guy because he's a beater. I'm not a fan of him though. You got Crystal Abundance. I want to show you what Crystal Abundance does because this is one of the craziest cards that's ever been printed, at least at this time in Yu-Gi-Oh! But none of you have probably read it because it is a Crystal Beast card. Let's read this together, class. Send 4 Crystal Beast cards from your spell and trap zone to the grave. Send as many cards on the field as possible to the grave. And then special as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your grave, up to the number of cards sent from your opponent's field to the grave by this card's effect. What this means is, wipe everything off the board, special summon enough monsters to kill your opponent. And like James just said in chat, they can't even starlight this because it sends, it doesn't destroy. But of course you'll realize it says send 4 Crystal Beast cards from your spell trap zone. So that means you only have 1 zone left to activate this card in, so if they solemn this, you can't like chain with your own solemn. It's a little sad, but this card is one of the best cards printed, except for the fact that you have to play Crystal Beast and it has a steep activation cost. So for that reason, I think we got to put it right next to the field spell. I think you got to put it right next to the field spell. Like, if you could actually activate it, it'd be the craziest card ever, but most of the time, you're just not activating it. Amethyst Cat. Let's read what Amethyst Cat does. Like, I remember it being terrible, and it's probably going to be terrible, but let's give it a chance. Card can attack your opponent directly, does half battle damage, goes to spell trap zone. This card's horrible. This card is horrible. It is a rescue cat target, which matters for this deck specifically. Let's put it here because it's a rescue cat option, which actually matters in that deck because rescue cat's one of the best cards. Let's just pull up all the Crystal Beast cards. We're gonna have to look at every one of them individually. They are all so similar. So the next one is this one, Crystal Blessing. Target up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your grave. Place those targets in your spell and trap card zone. It's a bit of a neg because you're not getting any advantage from this card, but your other cards are like so powerful that it does kind of give you advantage. So we'll put this card in meh. We'll put this card in meh. Like, it does decent. Actually, it needs stuff to be in the grave though. Like maybe we put it like next to this. Like, it needs cards to already be in the grave. Like, it is an enabler for your cards, but it needs stuff to already be in the grave. It's like it needs stuff. I think for that reason I'll put it here. I'll put it here. Let's look at the other ones. Next we got Abundance. Promise, sorry, we got Promise. Target a Crystal Beast card in your spell trap zone, summon it. This one's not bad. Crystal Promise, not bad, because if you get a Pegasus in your thing, you can go even with this. So you can special the Pegasus. Pegasus will put 1 back. I think this card's actually pretty decent. I'll put this card like up here. I think I like this card. Next card, we got what I think is an okay one. We got Crystal Release. Equipped to a Crystal Beast monster, it gains 800. When this card is sent from field to grave, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell trap card zone. This card's horrible. Never mind. I was reading it wrong. The card arts are also similar. Yeah, this card sucks. I'm putting this in one of the low tiers. Because the thing that you need to know is to actually be firing on all cylinders in this deck, you need to have a lot of guys in your spell and trap zone. So how are you going to have an equipped card? Like, you're running out of zones. It's just not good. So I don't even think they played this in the deck. I'm putting it all the way back here. Next card is the Bud. Does the goated $5 UTR of rare value make the list? I got no idea what that means. Is Crystal Tree the one we're on now? Okay, Crystal Tree. Let's read this together, guys, because I don't know what this one does off the top of my head. Each time one is placed, you place a crystal counter. You can send this to the grave. This card's horrible. This card is horrible. because it takes a lot of setup. They can immediately remove this card whenever they want, and it needs to place an exact amount, and it is mandatory. This card is not good. I'm going to pick Crystal Tree right in front of the other one, because at least its effect could happen. The next one is Cyber Valley. Everybody knows what Cyber Valley does. It has 3 effects, even though everyone only remembers 2 of them. This card is insane. The worst part about it is that your opponent can, summon Cyber Dragon and eventually just, like, contact fuse your guy away. Like, sometimes that does just happen, and that is really sad. However, the card has enough of an upside, and I really like playing with it. Drawing is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh mechanic. So I'm going to put Cyber Valley. I'm going to put Cyber Valley right in front of Beast. I really like Cyber Valley. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Next card, Dark Dust Spirit. Dark Dust Spirit used in some frog decks, like some frog monarch. I think it's the only deck that uses it. One thing to know, if you're playing this card, it does wipe the whole field. Can get starlighted. But what's even more important, that always comes up, is when you're against the Blackwing player, which you're bound to be against, if they have Yatagarasu, they're drawing 2 cards. They're drawing 2 cards. And that's why I've never had it happen to me, because I don't play this card. So we're going to put this card in right here. It's not bad. It wipes the field. You can set it if you need to keep a monster on board. This is a pretty good card. I don't mind this card at all. Actually, maybe it should be up here, but I'm gonna have it right here in front of the field spell behind the Ammonite. For what it does for its deck, it's good, but it you can die sometimes when you're just summoning this and letting it go back to your hand. But sometimes it just wins you the game. Let's look at the next one though, DD Crow. This is good against so many meta decks. Most people don't side against frogs, but it can banish a Treeborn. You could banish a Vayu. You could stop a Gigavi's play. It's good against X-Sabers. It's good against Dark Gaia decks. Crow is a mandatory side deck card for most decks in the format. It is a hand trap, which this format has very lacking amounts of. It's just Orange Light, Crow, and Kalut. So for that reason, I'm going to put Crow and Insane. I think it is a broken card. Not many decks main deck it except for Twilight, because they get the message that Crow is a broken card and just wins you game 1 sometimes, because people make ignorant plays in game 1 because they expect side deck cards to be on the side. But yeah, I'm going to pick Crow in Insane tier. DDR. One of the most fun cards in the format. I love DDR. It's quite good. DDR. I want to put DDR like here. Like I love this card. It is so fun. It's not winning you the game, but usually you're getting good advantage. I think DDR is quite nice. Next card on the list, probably one of my least favorite cards in the format, right behind X-Saber or Bellum. We got DDV. Some would say it's better than Vayu. I don't know. I'm putting it in this tier no matter what. To me, it's like right here. I don't know if I could put it any lower than this. Some people will say that it's like situational because it has like, sometimes you just don't have a 2000 monster, but like when you play against Vayu, it's just annoying to have this card happen. Like you'll see them special summon Greffer, and you just like, oh, I'm about to get DDV'd. Like you just know you're about to get DDV'd every time you see, like you literally know it's coming. You know it's coming. And I don't like cards like this. It makes deck building worse, like for the format as a whole. It's just hard to play certain decks because this card exists. But yeah, let's just get past that. That one's a sad card to think about. We got Driver. Doesn't see a lot of play, but it is a really cool effect. and its effect is underexplored. The only deck that really makes real use out of Driver is Keegan's Shed deck. That deck makes use of Driver better than most decks, because in that deck you can summon Simorgh with it, you can summon Red MD, really good summons for Dasher effect. So in a deck like that, I want to put it like up here. But it is played less. And it's also a good card for D-Draw. It's a dark for Allure. You can search with Stratos. I think this is a good spot for Dasher. I quite like Dasher. Mally. Mally is probably one of the most broken cards in the format. It is not going to go in broken for me because it sometimes is a brick for you. Sometimes you will draw 2 of these. But what's so insane about it is every deck that plays Mally plays Plague, so you can almost always get yourself out of the double Mally hand, but sometimes you'll die before you're allowed to do that. So it has a brick factor to it, but it's another Destiny draw target. You can search it with Stratos. It's really good with Grepher. Love, love, love Mally. Very good card. And I think most zombie decks should be playing this card because it enables 0 TK line. That's my take. Jhin. Probably one of the most underrated cards in the format. Probably one of the most underrated cards in the format. I made a Relinquish deck recently that'll come on the channel eventually. But this Jhin card is... it is broken. Your opponent can't special summon. It's immediately the full cost for most for Relinquish decks. It's not as good in actual ritual decks because they are level 8, so you just want to tribute a level 8, or you want to use ARA to summon. You can't use ARA with this card, which matters, but Jhin is really good. I think we're going to put Jhin in right next to Cyber Valley. I want to say before Cyber Valley. To me, this is where Jhin should go. Because it's the only thing keeping this card down is the fact that it's in a low amount of decks. Like, it's in Relinquish decks. But the fact, like, what its effect does is broken. If someone found a way to put this in a Demise deck or something, it would be insane. Like, if there was a way to make it mathematically good. Jhin is a broken card. Yeah, I agree with what Jake said in chat. Feels like people haven't cooked enough with this card. Like, it's just the truth. And now we get into some 6 Sam cards. This deck sucks, but it's really fun, and some of the cards are actually broken. Which is a weird thing to say. The deck sucks, the cards are good. Like, that is a weird thing to say. Grandmaster, the best card in the deck, except for the spells. What do we want to say about Grandmaster? You have to play it in 6 Sam, so you have to make your deck based around it. Same with all the 6 Sam cards, which is fine. I think Grandmaster should go... It also has really good rulings because, like, you can get stuff even when this card's bottomless. You can loop with the spells. I think Grandmaster should go in front of the Cyber Valley. Very, very, very good card. I think it's a very good card. The only reason these cards are in front of it is because they're in so many decks. But I think this is a very good card. It is an incredible card. It's a special summon for free. You don't have to do anything. It has a big attack stat. It gets over a lot of stuff. Can get over frogs and whatnot. And it's just a great card. And what Jake just said is true. 6 Sams wouldn't be a deck in this format without Grandmaster, even with the broken spells. And I have to agree with that. I really have to agree with that. And that's why I think that we're going to put the 6 Sam United in situational. Because this card's good, but if you don't have Grandmaster, it's less good because you have to do it over 2 turns if you want the full 2 draws. So I'm going to put it right before Dasher. Because this is a broken card, but it is only broken if you have Grandmaster. So I'm going to put it a little bit below it. And then... I guess it's not here. Let me see if I can find it really quick. It's kind of hard looking at all these cards. Don't tell me it's not here. The card genuinely might not be here. We got alien cards, but we don't have United. Or we don't have Gateway? Don't tell me we don't have Gateway. Well, I didn't see Gateway. I thought it was alphabetical, but I don't think it is. Oh, here it is, a Gateway. Boom. We'll move this all the way up. We're going to rate this one right now since we're rating these 6am cards. Gateway. I think Gateway goes right next to Grandmaster. I think it's a little better because you can use it with all of them. But Gateway and Grandmaster go hand in hand. And it's a broken card. You add any card from your deck. It's not once per turn. It can add attack to your monsters to go for lethal. Broken card. These two go hand in hand. They're great. If you open these two cards in every 6-sand hand, you'll feel really good. It'll feel hard to lose. Let's say that. Like, your opponent will have to have specific outs. So I'm going to put this as our tiers so far. We got Great Shogun Shion. Some people play this in 6-am, some people don't. It is an OTK style card, and its effect is sort of relevant. It's sort of relevant. I'm going to put it in meh, because some people play it, some people don't. But I'm going to put it better than Chain Strike. I guess they're both only in one deck. In the deck they're in, Chain Strike is better than Shion. But Shion is a cool card, and I would play one of it in every 6-am deck if I was making the deck, just because I like the idea of drawing him and having a Grandmaster. He just seems good to me. Yaichi, one of the best normal summons in the 6-am deck. I think we'll put Yaichi. You have to play him in this deck. I think we'll put Yaichi right here. He pops face down back row. You can use him with priority as long as you control another one. Probably the best normal summon in 6-ams apart from maybe hand. I quite like this card. And now we're moving on to some weird cards. I put Blaze Accelerator up here. Now we got to rate the shell. This is an advantage card. This is a card you can use with Avarice to great effect. Where are we putting the shell at? Where are we putting the shell at? This is a good card. People make whole decks around this card. I think it's got to go right next to it. Honestly, put them all three right next to each other. They all are a part of the engine. I think the accelerator is the best part of it. Maybe these two could go a tier below, but this guy searches this guy, and I guess the one thing is this card can't be searched. But it is good for discard traps. You can keep adding it to your hand for, you can tribute it for other stuff. I wonder if there's an Ultimate Offering version of this deck. It is good in Quick Draw decks. It has tons of reasonings for being good. I think these should all go together. Wherever they are, they should go together. I think Rocket is just a good normal summon. He's 1900, which is a good attack stat. You get to search the Blaze Accelerator. And then we're on to Titanial. Titanial's a brick. Titanial's one of the best cards in the format. And you can special summon it for free off of Lone Fire. But is that because Lone Fire is good, or is that because Titanial's good? I think this card is right here. Maybe even here. I'll put it above Chimera Tech. That's how good I think Titanial is. Titanial, like, if you've ever played against decks that are just playing Miracle Fertilizer, turboing out Titanial, it is a hard card for most decks to deal with. There's some decks that don't have to worry about it as much, but this is a hard card to deal with for a lot of decks. Very, very strong card. Okay, the best ritual card. This might be one of the best starters in the format. Like, people talk about Stratos, people talk about, like, Swap Frog. I think Manju could be an insane right before this. I think it could be in front of ARA. That's how insane I think this card is. Where do I want to put this? It's not going to go below here. That's for sure. I really like Manju. It is a crazy good card. Let's see. Manju. Where do we want to put Manju? Manju could go like right here, almost. Like, I want to put in an insane. That's how good of a card I think it is. Like, it is such a good card for so many decks. It's just a plus. You can use it to get trade-in targets. Maybe I'm putting it too high up, but I'm gonna put it right here in front of Call of the Haunted. I think it, like, the way people talk about Stratos is the way they should be talking about Manju. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial. What do we do with Foolish Burial? This card is really good. Probably better than even Allure. Probably better than even ARA. You don't have to play normal summons. It's just a combo card with the Malicious. Put it at the top of Insane. We could do Plasma. Alright. Plasma. Plasma has a lot of setup costs. He's level 8. You can use trade-in on him. You can search him with Stratos. He has a really good effect. He's a one-sided skill drain. Where are we putting Plasma? In my opinion, Plasma, he makes his own decks. Like, decks are made around this guy. To me, he's like... You could put him right here or here. I'm going to put him in front of the Grandmaster and stuff like that. I think he's a really, really good card. I really like Plasma. I played the Efficient Token deck with Giannis, and this card is just a really fun card. I love this card. Dark Bribe. This isn't really used in a lot of good strategies, but it is a ignorant card where it's like the same as Starlight Road. I think it's worse than Starlight Road, but it is a good card. So where should we put Bribe? Let's put Bribe in the... I think I want to put it in situational tier. Or meh. Maybe meh. Maybe meh. There's like not many decks that play Bribe. I'm gonna put Bribe in meh. How many decks can you think of that play this card other than like Macro Stun? There's not many. Let's go to Destiny Draw. This is basically the same as Trade-In, but you can use it on cards like Mali and Plasma. So I think Trade-In is, or Destiny Draw is going to have to go right before United. Maybe before this. Like something like this. It's unsearchable. I'm going to put it right here. I really like D-Draw. It's a unique card. We got Dark World Dealings. Recently played this in a deck and it changed my opinion on it a little bit. When you use this card in tandem with Brow, it is a lot better of a card than without. Without Brow, it is kind of just a neg 1. This card is kind of meh as well, but I think it's... Yeah, I think I want to put it in meh. But it feels better than these cards. Like, maybe I have these cards too high. Like, maybe I should be putting these cards here. Like, if you're actually able to activate this, I'll put this here. Yeah, let's put this like this. I'll put Dark World Dealings here. Alias and a million decks. They got this even in Frog Hero sometimes. It's got its own hero beat deck based around them. Is that because of Gemini Spark or is it because of Alias? To be decided. It also has Hero Blast. Like the cards around Alias will make Alias good, but his attack set is good. The fact he's a hero is good. Alias has to go... He has to go pretty high up here. Like, he has to go pretty high up here. Like, maybe here? Maybe here? Maybe in front of Call of the Haunted? Crazy good card. Then... we got Nurse Reficule. We got meh. I mean, this card's meh. It's only used in a burn deck. It's not even the best burn deck. Nurse is probably like as a card like down here. We got Rainbow Dark Dragon. This one's funny, but it has too much setup. This card's kind of awful. When I used it in Skull Servant, it was actually like an OTK card. So Maybe we could use it as a we could use it as an OTK tool in that deck, but in most decks it's just never going to be summonable. It's not in any decks. I'm going to have to pick Rainbow Dark Dragon. I'm going to have to pick Rainbow Dark Dragon right here. Cool card. Very fun to use. Very bad. It is a big number. It is a big number. That is true. Upstart, only used in decks like Forgs and sometimes in Gigavise. Upstart's probably going to have to... It is a draw card, so I'm a little biased. I think I'm going to have to put Upstart... like right here, maybe? Upstart's a really good card. Make sure opponent gain 1,000, which does matter in Edison. Which I'm glad it does, or else every deck would just be 37 cards, right? Crystal Rainbow Dragon. This card sucks. It just does. Like this card's like down here. It's just not in decks. It's not in decks. Like, let's be honest, it's not in decks. You get Diva. Now my take on Diva might shock some people. You have to play this card with Gilman, and Gilman is a terrible brick to draw. And I feel like on Dueling Book, at least, I draw Gilman more than anything else. Like, I draw Gilman more than I draw the 3 of Diva. And that needs to be studied. So for that reason, I'm going to give it the same treatment I gave the other card that has to use bricks. I'm going to put it right next to Titanium. Well, I'm going to put it before. It's a good starter. You can just go into a level 5 synchro whenever you want. It's really good to combo with Mally. It's a great card, but I feel like I brick with this card sometimes. It does take your normal summon. It does lose to Oppression. It does lose to Bottomless. It is a really good card, though. It always needs a response, or else it can just win you games. Then we got Grand Mole. And this card is like the definition of situational. I think Grand Mole could go like here in front of Dasher. Grand Mole is really good in a format where so many people are making extra deck monsters, where so many battle tricks exist, like Honest and Kalut and whatnot, and face down monsters. It gets around all of that. This is a crazy card. Maybe it should go even higher. Like, it could go up in front of Beast, honestly. Maybe in front of Jin. I'm going to put it in front of Jin. Not used in too many decks, but it's really good. It is really good. We got Dark Panther. We got Mermaid Archer. Mermaid Archer. This is a Rognak exclusive. Not many other people use this. I'm going to put Mermaid Archer and Meh. Not in too many decks. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put Mermaid Archer right here in Meh. Well, it's like a brick the same as Gilman. So wherever I pick Gilman, I got to put that. So I'm going to put it in Awful. I'm going to put the Dark Panther in Meh. This card's just Meh. Let's put Dark Panther in here. It can copy effects, though. It can copy JD on the field, which is kind of cool. It can also copy Stardust, which is kind of cool. So maybe we move it up a little bit. Like to the top of Meh, maybe. We got Snowman Eater. Not in that many decks, but it's actually a really cool card. I like Snowman Eater. We got... Where would you want to put this? Me personally, I would put this at... It's like a really good card. They had to like remove this from the Jank series because this card was just too hard to deal with. Like, by itself, it is just such a good card. It's like worse Raikou. I would put it like here almost. Like, is that insane? Maybe it goes down a little bit. Maybe it's not better than these cards. I'd put it like here maybe. I don't know. Ammonite seems better, but you have to play the aliens and you have to get them engraved. Snowman Eater is like such a good card though. Then we got Aqua Dolphin. I'm gonna put Aqua Dolphin next to the Mermaid Archer. They both kind of suck. Miracle Fusion. I mean, this card doesn't need any introduction. It is broken. Use resources. Resources go to grave. Then I get to activate Miracle, and I can. It's just a broken card. Where does it need to go though? I think it could probably go like here, like right next to DDV. I'll put it below DDV, but it's probably better. It is a broken card. Scarab. Nobody plays this card. I'll put this card like here or something. Future Fusion. This is gonna go in the broken tier too. It's good in hero decks. It's good in hero frog decks. It's good in dragons especially. Future Fusion better than this. Maybe better than Armory Arm, honestly. Crazy card. Crazy card. Maybe Armory Arm and this should be below brain control in this stuff, but like maybe it should be like this. But this is looking good. I think Future Fusion should be this high up. It is a crazy card. When you activate this card, you have a pretty high chance of winning. We got Convert Contact. This card's cool. I like this card. I like this card a lot. You have to play the Neospatians, which isn't great, but it's a really cool card. I do enjoy this card. If I had to put it somewhere, I'd put it below Destiny Draw. I'd probably put it below Cross Border. Maybe like here. It's a cool card. Card Pass deck that he used Cross Border and Convert Contact was actually really cool, and I'm going to play that on the channel soon. So watch out for that. We got Elemental Hero Gaia. The fact that this guy's in the format means that Miracle Fusion is a little better. So for that reason, he's not terrible. Let's put Elemental Hero Gaia. Let's put him in meh. Like, we'll put him at the top of meh. He's just okay. Is that the second card chipper? I thought we already rated card chipper. How did it get back down here? I thought it was like right here. Oh yeah, we did already rank it. That's why. Okay, we'll put this down here somewhere. Des Frog. Des Frog, really good in Forgs. Not used in really any other deck. Maybe used in Dream Frogs, I'm not 100% sure. But it's used in Forgs and it's insane in that deck. Not as good in any other decks. So for that reason, kind of situational because it's only in that deck. So it's not a good card by itself. Yeah, Trooper's so nice they fed him in there twice. That is true. Where are we putting Des Frog? Because in my head, he's not that good of a card, but at the same time, he makes Forks possible. He makes the Frog FTK deck possible. I think he's kind of meh. Like, he doesn't really have an effect. He's just a 1900 level 5 that you can special summon off a Substitute, which obviously matters. To me, he should be like right here. Maybe that's crazy. Mirror Force. Insanely good card. Game changing. Mirror Force could probably go like here. It's just a crazy good defensive card. Just put a Mirror Force in your deck, it'll win you a game. Blue Eyes. It's a good trade-in target. You can search it with Whitestone. Makes Dragon Turbo possible. It's also a beater if you have Red MD. Blue Eyes is a great card. I'm going to put Blue Eyes right where I put Alias. I'm going to put him right before Alias because Alias is a little bit better. But this guy is used in a lot of ways. And maybe to even more effect than Alias. Blue Eyes is a great card. D-Prison. Honestly, D-Prison deserves to go right next to Mirror Force. Crazy good card. Then we got cards with consonants. Only really used in Dragon Turbo. It's a draw card. I think cards with consonants should go in situational. It's better than Convert Contact. I think it's going to go right before Destiny Draw. It's kind of a similar card to Destiny Draw. It's not used in many decks. We got Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar is really good, and it'll be in random decks where it just like it feels insane. Morphing Jar is a broken card. Like I could see myself putting Morphing Jar like up here. Maybe even higher. Morphing Jar is really, really good. Let's see. We got Flammable Guard. Once again, it's just a pitch for this. It's something you can summon as a tuner in Dragon Turbo. It's not used in other decks. Is there anything I want to do with Flammable Guard? I think it honestly just go in awful. Like, it's the same kind of card as Mermaid Archer. It doesn't do anything. It's kind of just there as a part of a deck. Got Hand Destruction. People don't really play this in decks, but it is a cool card. So I'm going to put it in Meh. I'm going to put it next to Dark World Dealings. I'm going to put it below it. I think it's a little worse. It is a minus. Like, you are making your opponent plus and you minus. So these two cards should go right next to each other. We got Rhoda. Broken cards such as Stratos. Rhoda could probably be right here. We got Ab-Zero. Ab-Zero should be right next to Miracle Fusion. They are both conduits of each other. Miracle Fusion's good because of Ab-Zero. Ab-Zero is good because of Miracle Fusion. You don't see people making Ab-Zero with Poly much. You see him making it with Miracle. But he is like the boss monster of the format. He is the best like card to sit on. We get Greffer. Greffer's a great card. I'm going to put him in Insane because I have so many fun decks I like using him in. I'm going to put him right in between Mirror Force and... Actually, I'm going to put him in front of Mirror Force. I think he's a broken card. He is so good. Greffer is so good. We got Treeborn. Treeborn's another insane card. Really good in Frog Monarch. Really good in... like Forge, really good in every frog deck, and then it's also just good in tribute decks. It's like it's got a lot of application. I'm gonna put it up in Insane. I'm gonna put it before Rhoda, I think. It is a really good card though. We got Dad. You know where Dad's going. You don't gotta ask where Dad's going. I mean, come on, let's be honest with ourselves. We know what's going up here. I think it's a little worse than Ab-Zero personally, but they both need setup. It can pop any card, not just monsters, so that's something that makes it better. Let's put Dad right here. I think Dad right here actually, right in front of Miracle Fusion, behind Ab-Zero. Maybe it's better. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the time I get more value out of Ab-Zero than I do Dad. If like Dad gets like a bottomless on the thing you prio popped, it feels pretty bad. So let's just put Dad there. That's a good spot for him in Broken Tier. Caius. Another card that's going straight to the top. I think this might be the most fair good card. You need setup, but its effect is worth a lot. Maybe you could put this in Broken and no one would argue with you. I'm going to put him at the top of Insane. We got Thought Ruler, just a good guy. I don't think he's quite as good as Colossal, but I think he's a good card. Not a lot of... Sometimes you make him, sometimes you don't. He's situational. He's like the definition of situational. I'm going to put him right here, next to Book of Life. They kind of blend in with each other. We got Ryza. Ryza's worse than Caius. But still, like, it's a good card that can checkmate your opponent sometimes. I'll put Ryza in front of the 6 Sam cards. Actually, maybe not. Like, maybe in front of Mole. Because Mole and Ryza are similar. But you need setup for this card. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it behind Mole. I don't know. I think this card's good, but it's not played as much. And it needs setup, so I'm gonna put it there. Archfiend. I think this card's worse than Thought Ruler. I think it is worse. I'm gonna put this card in meh. Some people people put it in their extra deck in case they need a 3K beater. It's not for many other reasons. The defense effect does come up. It does. Maybe it's just situational. Maybe it's just situational. Let's put it like here. Let's go Thestalos. Thestalos is probably meh. I could put him like here. Maybe worse than Deathfrog. I'll put him above Deathfrog. Thestalos is only in one deck anyway, and he is more useful in that deck. We got this is the level 8 value synchro. The actual card synchroing into it never really happens, but the actual like valuing into it happens sometimes. I'll put this one in, like people are playing this in every value deck just in case. I'll put this like here. Like it's good. It's definitely good. It's good to have in there, but it doesn't always come up. Gores. I think it should go next to Brain Control. It warps the whole format. It warps the whole format. Crazy, crazy, crazy card. Road Warrior. Road Warrior is a cool card, but it's so hard to make. Like, you really have to focus on making this with your deck. You really got to focus on it. For that reason, I think I'm going to put him, like, behind Thestalos. You really got to focus on making him with your deck. We got Trag. What do we think of Trag? I personally am not a big fan of Trag. I know a lot of people would have him similar to Gores, but I don't think he's that good. For me, like if I'm being like thinking of like what other people would say, me personally, I'd have him like somewhere in here, I think. I think a lot of people would have him somewhere up here. So I'll meet in the middle and I'll put him like here. I don't know. I think I'd have him lower. Honestly, if we're just saying what I would put him like here. Like I'd rather play Mola in my deck than Trag most of the time. This card, I don't know. This card does not work for me as well as it does other people. We got Gotems. You can steal a fortress and then go into this guy with your tuner. It's pretty cool. He's good in X Sabers. He enables the hand loop. Not a bad card, but you can only make him that much. The fact that you can make him with a bunch of tuners is really cool. I like that. So let's put Gotems. I think he's probably more useful than Archfiend, to be fair. Like Red Dragon. Yeah, I think right here might be perfect. Good luck with the list, sir. Thanks, man. Are you leaving me, Ron? Alright. Whitestone. Whitestone's only really used in Dragon Turbo. I'm gonna put it like right next to the cards, I think. It searches the blue eyes. We got Ancient Wyvern. This card's awesome, but nobody ever really makes it. Yeah, nobody ever really makes this card, so it's kind of hard to rate it as easily as other stuff. But it is a really cool card. It just gains a lot of attack. For that reason, I'm going to put it in like meh. I'm going to put it like... It's hard to make too. You need a light tuner. It's used less than a lot of these. I'll put it right in front of the Rainbow Dark Dragon. Yeah, I think it might come up more than that guy. Debris Dragon. Really good card. I think Debris Dragon could go like here. Really, really good card. It could go on Insane for some people, I imagine. Arcanite Magician. Really good card if you're actually able to summon it. Hard part is, of course, summoning it. I'm going to put it up here next to Plasma. Maybe before Plasma. Really good card. You got Trade-In, my favorite card in the format. I love Trade-In and Recharge. I'm biased, so I'm going to put Trade-In as an insane card right next to, right in front of Upstart for me. People won't agree with that, but I love the card, so I'm making my own tier list. I think it's one of the best cards in the format. There's a lot of 8s that are useful in the grave. We got Exploder Dragonwing. People don't make this guy. Like, let's be honest, they're just not going into him. For that reason, I'll do the same theory I did on Road Warrior. I'll put him like somewhere down here. I'll put him like right here. Then we got Wyvern, broken card. This card's crazy. This card is crazy. Wyvern is really good because of Future Fusion and just like, he's really good in Grave. He's the reason Dragon decks are good. Red MD would be a lot worse without this card, but you know, obviously this card would be unplayable without Red MD. So they're both hand in hand. I think this card should be, I think he kind of goes where these guys go, where they're all really good for their decks. But I think he's a little bit worse than Alias for sure. We got Power Tool, only really used a lot in Gigavise. So I'm going to put him, he is good in Gigavise, but not in other stuff. So he's going to go in situational. I'm going to put him right next to Gothams. In my opinion, they're the same in a way. Like, he's really good in Gigavise, but nothing else really. And then we got Red MD. Oh, talk about a broken card. How far am I going to put this guy up? You need to play dragons to play him. But dragons aren't bad. Like, is he the top of good? I don't think so. I think he goes in insane. I think Red MD maybe all the way up here. Maybe it's in broken. Is Red MD in broken? Bottom of broken? I think Red MD is in the bottom of broken. That's where I'm putting him. I think it is an insane card. Then we got the value synchros. These guys are all insane. I'll put these at the bottom of broken, but just because value is such an insane card. We got Trunade. A lot of people won't agree. I'm going to put this card in broken. It wins the game. I think it's better than Cold Wave sometimes. Oh, yeah, I think it's better than Cold Wave. You're able to use it in most decks. We got Brio. This card goes in broken too. Yeah, we're on a broken spree right here. Where are we putting Brio? Yeah, Brio could be like in front of these. I could put it in front of Army Arm. I could put it in front of these. It might be single-handedly one of the best cards in the format. It might be in front of. It might even be in front of this. It's like the OTK enabler. Like Brionic just navigates so many game states so well. Honestly, I'm good putting it right here, right next to Gores. This card is like the staple of the format. Like, every deck has these two usually, unless it's like something kind of weird. Like, you see these 3 cards in almost every deck. So these staples being at the top of the list makes sense. Maybe there should be a staple part of the tier list, but I think that's good. Ocean. This card sucks, but people play it because it's a water. For that reason, I can't put it higher than Alias. I can't put it higher than most of these cards. I think it's just a water. That is my real take. It's probably like here. No, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put Ocean there, just because of the decks it's in. Doom Kaiser. Let me read what Doom Kaiser actually does. We ended up lost connection because of how long we were on that page. Let's see what Doom Kaiser does. Oh god. Go back to the tier list. Alright. Doom Kaiser. When this card is special summon, target a zombie monster in your opponent's grave. Special summon that target to your field in attack position, but destroy it when it leaves the field. Good card. Good card. It is a fire monster, which is weird, but that's good because you can summon under stuff like Drago. Doom Kaiser's not bad. You do have to summon it with Plague Spreader, right? Yeah. So for that reason, he's better than Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Captain Gold, not used very much. Meh. I'm gonna put him right here. What is that? I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm supposed to know what that is. Someone in chat, let me know what that is. Let's go to Armonite. Armonite. I'm gonna put Armonite next to Grepher. Broken card, used in value. Used in a lot of other decks. Used with the Convert contract deck. Level 6 Synchro Gaia. Oh, this is just like the normal level 6 guy. This normal level 6 guy is probably better than these guys, if I'm being honest. I'll put it below them, though, because it's kind of lame. It is a vanilla, but it's 2600 attack. It is used in forks to OTK people, so it has an effect on the format. I'll put it right there, next to all the other generic guys. Iron Chain. This guy is only summoned by debris. People don't really summon him in other decks, really. You can also use him to go into Trident Dragion. So I'm going to put him in situational, right below the RDA. We got Thunder King Ryo. This card sucks. If it wasn't for the fact that this guy's a light monster, 0 people would play him. Literally 0. This card's effect, if you don't know, it reads really good, but then if you actually know how it works, it only works on Cyber Dragons, Dark Arm Dragons, and that's actually most of it. Cyber Dragon, Dark Arm. It doesn't work on spells like Miracle Fusion. It doesn't work on traps that summon stuff like Call of the Haunted. This card sucks. For that reason, I am going to put this card in meh. This card sucks. He's better than Desfrog, though. Better than this. I'll put him before Thestalos, because Thestalos at least has a decent effect in Frog Monarch. Then we got Junk Synchron, really cool card. Tim Ponce is probably the main person who uses this the most. I like this card. It's kind of situational, but he's really cool. I'm going to put him right here. I think he's a cool card. Cool OTK lines with them. Then we got Barbaros. Barbaros is a awesome card. He's used in skill drain strategies a lot. He's used in trade-in strategies. Really cool card. I think he's quite good too. 1900 attack stat base is good. He's most of the time he's kind of a vanilla though. His effect doesn't come up much. For that reason, I think I'm gonna have to put him like here, behind Yaichi. Is that crazy to put him above some of these guys? I think maybe just in front of Ryo. He is kind of meh. He is a good card though. I don't think he's bad. I like Barbaros. I think a lot of people like Barbaros. You got Turbo Rocket. Let's look at Turbo Rocket. Let's read what he does. Turbo Cannon, not Rocket, my bad. You need Turbo Rocket plus 1 or more non-tuners. Once per turn, face up, destroy something on the field, inflict damage to its controller equal to half its attack. Can destroy face-up monsters. It needs Turbo Rocket. It's like it's like meh. It's like, I don't know. I never see it. It's not really in decks. I knew there was a Turbo Frog list, but like, it's like not that good. If I had to put it somewhere, I put it like here. I see him less than Road Warrior actually. So maybe down here actually. Maybe. Yeah, maybe like right here. I guess he's in a deck more than Ancient Synchro Wyvern is. Let's look at Stardust. Stardust, one of the best cards in the format. I think some people might hit this in Broken, but I think it's just insane. Like, I'd put Stardust like here. Some people might get on to me for that, but I think a lot of the other Synchros are a little better. Maybe it's because so many people play Stardust. But Stardust has weaknesses. Like, D-Prison is such a good card that Stardust has no weakness. Like, it can't attack most of the time. Especially because you took so much to go into it. But it is a really good card. We got Ancient Gear Knight. This guy is just a vanilla level 4. I'm going to put him right next to Hypno. You can special summon him off of Gear Town. Darkened Dragon. Another really good card. Makes value even better than it already was. I think this could go like next to Treeborn. Like, it's like that type of good. Like, this is a good card. Do I want to put it any higher? No, we're going to put Dark End right there. We got Overload Fusion. This is a win more card. Most of the decks that this is in, it's just win more. I think this card's much worse than people think. I'm going to put this card in... Worse than this, worse than this. This. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this in meh. I really don't think this card is good. I'm going to put it better than Ryo, though. Because it can win games. So that's like the one decent thing about it. That might be... A lot of people see that that card's limited. They might try to chew my head off, but I think that card is not good. Light Raid, Dragon. This guy sucks. It's not even... He's hard to summon and there's no reason to. I'm going to put... This guy's not in Dex. He's literally not in Dex. He's probably better than this guy. But he's not in Dex. Hamster, amazing card. Actually, amazing card. Another value card, of course. Hamster could probably go like here. Maybe below Titanium, actually. I think I'll put Hamster right in front of Jar. Hamster is a really good card. Parshath. Yeah, he might be in 2 decks, but when's the last time you saw him? That's my point. This guy, I'm going to put him right next to this guy. Not used much. Charge, one of my favorite cards in the format. Very broken card. I'm going to put Charge. It's like Rhoda on crack for the decks it's in. I'm going to put it like here. I want to put it right here. Very, very broken card. AFD. AFD is used, it's a level 7, it's not that good, but it has a big booty, 3k defense. It's a good card. It's like okay. I think it's worse than Arcanite, if you can actually go into Arcanite, but it's in more decks than Arcanite. I would put him like here. Like these are cards that are okay. Like I'm gonna put him right there. We got Torrential. Go ahead and scroll up. This is a card that I think is probably even better than Mirror Force. Like I think these are like you could put these 3 like right here. Like some people would probably put Torrential and Broken. And maybe you could. But I think I'll put it in my top 3 of Insane. Like all of these cards could be in Broken and it would be fine. But I'm gonna put it right here. Maybe it goes here actually. I don't know. These are all like so close. Let's go. Oh, the level 7 Blackwing Synchro. Not as good as the level 6 one. So we'll put it like just like a tier down. We'll put it like here. We'll put it at the bottom of Insane. It's still a great card. And it can't be destroyed by battle. It's still a really, really good card. We got Blizzard. Blizzard is a nice, really good card. Not as good as Shura in my opinion, but it's still really broken. So I'm going to put it right next to it. Psychic Life Transfer, not made that much. Not that useful. Just another 7. I'd rather have Ancient Fairy Dragon. Even though this is like 300 attack more. What do we want to take out? I think I'll put it down here. Not a lot of people use this card. It's probably like this, actually. Black Whirlwind. Holy crap. The card that makes Blackwing's good. Where am I going to put Whirlwind? TT is as good as your opponent. That's an okay take. I don't mind that. TT is also as good as the person holding it. Like, do they know when to use it? I think Whirlwind's better than this. I think Whirlwind's better than this. It's better than Colute. It searches Colute. Is it better than Black Rose? Probably. It's better than this. I think it's up here next to these. It is a broken card. It's also a 2 of, so you have a higher chance of seeing it than some of these other cards. It is a really, really good card. I'm going to put it right there. Y'all know what Whirlwind does. Dandy, another one of the best cards in the format. I'm gonna put Dandy right in front of Mally. They both go hand in hand. Like, you have your little foolish package here with these cards. Really good cards. Malicious Edge. He's okay. I put him in situational. Like, he's okay. Put him, like, down here, maybe? Well, he's using more decks than these guys. I'll put him there. He's, like, okay. The piercing damage comes up sometimes. Being only one tribute's pretty important. We got our Bellum. This guy's a 7 that people put in their extra deck. He's better than AFD. So I'll put him ahead of him. I'll put him right ahead of him. We got Pegasus, the best Crystal Beast card. I'll put it above the field spell. Wherever the field spell is. Here it is. We'll get Urquizus. Urquizus is like... He's cool, but a lot of people don't even put him in their extra deck. Where would I put Urquizus? He's ahead of this tier, at least. He's like probably next to Gaia. We got the Crystal Beast Turtle. This guy's pretty useless. He does have a big booty, though, so he's more useless than Amethyst Cat, or more useful. We got... Ooh, this one's pretty good. Hades. I watched somebody get destroyed by Hades the other day. No names and will be told, but Hades is actually like a pretty crazy card in a lot of matchups. I actually really like Hades. You can only really make him in zombie decks, though. Where do we want to put Hades? I kind of want to put Hades up here, because you're only really using Book of Life in zombie world decks, or in zombie decks, too. Like maybe here? I think this is a really quite good card, though. Saber Tiger, this card sucks. I mean, this card sucks. I'm gonna put him right next. I'm gonna put him right in front of the turtle. We got Turbo Warrior. This card's actually pretty cool. I don't mind this card at all. I think this guy's actually pretty useful. I'm gonna put Turbo Warrior in front of Road Warrior, actually, and in front of this. Gravekeeper's Descendant. I don't like Spy, and I don't like Descendant that much, but it's actually not that bad of a card. But you have to play the Spy to use this card. Like, I don't know, he's so situational. I'm gonna put him in meh. Like, he is only a package. You get like one pop-up with this guy. Sometimes you don't even get that. Like, I don't know. Where would I put this guy? I put this guy in front of Ryo. Probably in front of this. Probably in front of this. I put him here. We got Hyunlei. Hyunlei is a broken card. This is like the best, one of the best cards in the X-Saber deck. I would put it in front of Gothams almost. It is like really good. But it's only used in that deck, so maybe it's a little worse because Gothams is in other decks. But it's a really good card. I like Hyunlei. That's like the coolest card in that deck. Fader, one of my personal favorites. Not used in a ton of decks though. When I play against Frogs and they have this card though, it is like such a shock every time. I think Fader is a pretty broken card. I'm gonna put Fader in front of Plasma. Sorry. I feel like a lot of people will disagree with me, but this card is nuts. Catastor. Another broken card. This card's insane. Where do we want to put Catastor? Catastor probably goes like up here, honestly. Like maybe right next to Stardust and stuff. Like, he is a good card. Like, I'll put him right here. I'll put him right next to the Dark End. Like, he's probably worse than Dark End, but he's a good card. We got Demise. Demise is a really good card. Priority pop the whole board. Like I said, not many board wipes. Not many board wipes, so let's see. Where would we want to put this guy? I think Demise Effect is really good, but you have to play cards like ARA and stuff to make him viable. So I'm going to put him... Like, there's whole decks based around this guy. I would put him, like, here. Let's put Demise there. This is the level 5 Synchro, Gishilnadon. This card's okay. It's like, people don't really play this. It's not really in decks. Not that many. Like, when's the last time this got summoned against you? It's better than these. But it's, like, not good. It's not in decks. We got JD. JD is the good version of Demise. I'm putting JD in Broken. To me, it should go like here. Maybe even better than... Yeah, I think it's better than DMD, Red MD. And I think it's better than these cards. I put it right here. I think this is where JD deserves to go. Let's go Sidra. Sidra is kind of good because of Fortress, but it's also good because you can use it as tribute fodder. You can use it as synchro fodder. Cyber Dragon is a free special. It's just a great card. I'm gonna put Cyber Dragon. I'm gonna put Cyber Dragon like here. I think Cyber Dragon's really good. Ultimate Offering, broken, but not in that many decks, surprisingly. It is a good card. I will put Ultimate Offering like right here, right next to Call of the Haunted, where it's good in certain decks, but it's not broken. It can be MST, Dust Tornado, tons of stuff. I'm gonna put it right next to Call. Chimera Tech Overdragon. This card's meh. It's not that good. The best part about this card is the fact that it can send the Jinzo Returners to the grave to summon Jinzo out. So I guess for that reason alone, he's got to go in meh. But that is like his only good value. There's not decks that make this guy. Like Overload makes this guy. I'll put this guy's better than Overload because of the Jinzo Returner, like Future Fusion play. But that's mostly just because Future Fusion's a broken card, right? So like, purely because you're able to send returners off of this guy, like he's got to go higher than a lot of these cards. Like here. I'm going to put him there, just because of the returner play. We got Sam Knight. This is the main target for Rescue Cat and Glad Beasts. Very good card. If not for this card, they would have to like go into Double Tiger or something, which wouldn't work. They'd need something else. So this guy's actually pretty useful. But this guy in situational. He needs to be in the deck for Rescue Cat. So he's like the same kind of reason as this. We'll put him right here. We got Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. This guy's awesome. Love Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Love, love, love him. Not that useful though. He's hard to make, but he's really funny. I'll put him like as a win con. Like as a win con, he's like probably like here. Let's see. I'd probably put him like here. He's a funny card. We got Glad Beast Quarry. You need this to go into Heraclinos, which is the best card in the Glad Beast deck. So of course we're gonna put him higher than the Sam Knight. Sam Knight being a Rescue Cat target does make his rank higher. I think you should go like right up here next to Alias, honestly. Like this is like the card you want to be summoning in Glad Beast. Megamorph, really good card. Kind of like Megamorph is like starting to get seen by a lot more people. I'm gonna put it right after Book of Moon. Zombie World. People want this card to be good so bad, but it's just not. It's just not. Like it is a cool card. Like I will say that before anything else. It's a cool card, but it's not good. I would say this card goes like here maybe. Like I don't even know if it goes there. It should go lower. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. This guy can't be special. That kind of sucks. I don't really think you should ever be putting this card in the deck unless it's like your role play. This card kind of sucks. I think he's worse than this card. So I'm gonna put him. I think he's worse than Rainbow Dark Dragon, personally. Let's put him in the awful tier. Sad as it is, this guy is cool. I'm gonna put him like here. Then we got a quest, a broken card. Put a quest in front of the Sam Knight. Sam Knight. He probably goes like up here somewhere. Put him like. Yeah, I put him like here. I put him right under the liqueur. He is a really good card. Gets back your chariots that you've already used. Gets back monsters. Very good card. Gadgetron. One of my favorite cards in the format. This guy's awesome. Gadgetron himself just has a really cool effect too. As well as just being able to be specialed for free off of Gear Town. I'm going to pick Gadgetron. Not here. Honestly, he's also a trade-in target. You can discard him for Machina cards. I'm going to put Gadgetron here. Like, just the monster himself is good, but the fact you're able to summon him the way you are. Gadgetron is a crazy card. I think he's better than Debris. I like Gadgetron, personally. I have a lot of fun with him. What is this card's name? How am I forgetting this card's name? I like try to remove all of these guys from my memory. Gladiator. Here it is. Murmillo. Gladiator beats Murmillo. Pop a guy after shuffling him in. Good card. Better than Sam Knight. Really integral for the deck. They need removal. Next to a quest, probably. All the Glad Beasts go into the other Glad Beasts, which is also buffing them. Jim, this guy, you can summon him from Dragon's Mirror, and you can use him as a good future fusion target. Raptinus is a good card. Raptinus, to me, should go right next to Gaia. They do similar things. Five-headed. This is like Gaia, but way better. So I'm going to pick five-headed. It's what makes Future Fusion so good in Dragons. Like, five-headed should be somewhere pretty high. Where should I put five-headed? If anyone from the chat has any ideas, let me know. Where should I put five-headed? I think... because he's just used for Future Fusion. He's not really used to summon. Maybe for that reason we should have him right next to the Raptinus. Yeah, I'll put him in front of the Raptinus because he's just a Future Fusion target. You can't summon him like you can Gaia. Like, no decks really summon this guy, but he is so good for Future Fusion. Creature Swap. This is an awesome card. Every time I see someone beat Heraclinos with Creature Swap, it's awesome for me. I love watching that. Shout out to Pana. Shout out to the guy who did it at the World Championship. Creature Swap's a good card. I think it is a good card. But it requires setup. It requires them to have a monster. It requires you to have a monster. Can't change the battle positions. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it here. We got Bestie. This is going up. Bestie is the best card in the... Bestie's the best card in Glad Beasts. It could almost go in this tier. It is such a good card. Popping back row. Using it to get into Geysaris, which is broken. I think I'm going to put it right next to this guy. They are such good cards. Chaos Sork. Chaos Sork is like mini dad in a way, but it's like even better because you get to banish stuff sometimes. Has less of a cost. You can use a Prio on a monster and it's like always going to be good for the most part. It does target, so Titanium's get into it, but I think Chaos Sort should be up here. I kind of want to put it up here. It's not used in as many decks, though. It's used in value, another value card, of course. Maybe for that reason, it should be like down here. It is a good card, though. I really like this card, though. We'll just put it there for now. We'll put it there for now. We got this card. This is Gen. I don't like the other Gen cards, so let's read them for the first time. Gen. This one with the shield. It has the same effects as Jam, where you can banish it as one of the required materials. The monster using this is unaffected by traps. Like, I would rather just use Gen, so I wouldn't even put this in the deck. I'm going to say not in decks. Like, people aren't using this card. They'd rather just use Gen because you don't have that many ritual summons available to you. So I'm going to put this guy not in effects, but his effect is more likely to come up than these guys. Like, there's a cool list you could make of this guy, but it just does. I don't think it exists yet. Dark Samorg. Love this card. Shed is just such a fun deck to play. It really broke this card in a way that no other deck had. And honestly, I really like Dark Samorg, but he needs a lot of setup. Like, that is one thing he needs, is a lot of setup. But his effect is really good. It makes it where players can't use Book of Moon. Makes it where they can't hit you a back row. They have to have outs for it. If your opponent doesn't just have like a Smashing Ground or something, or like, you know, Blackwings, for instance, can just attack over with Glue, then it's actually like a pretty good card. Brain Control kind of ruins this card because you could just tribute over it. It's got a lot of outs, but it's also just a really good effect if you can summon it. But that's the problem, if you can summon it. So I'm going to put it right next to Plasma, but worse. And I guess I should put it below the Glad-based cards. But like, it's kind of a similar card to Arcanine. Like, if you can summon it, this card's really good. Like, it's just a good card. It has a good attack stat. I like everything about this card. Return. Another value card. But this one's going in the broken tier. Return, to me, should be at the bottom of the broken tier. Probably in front of the value piece. But this card's broken. Everyone knows Return is broken. We don't have to talk about that one much. Burial, another broken card, but it's only really broken in value. Maybe for that reason it should be Insane, because Return has other decks that it's good in. Burial is not as good in other decks, so maybe just put it in Insane. I guess a good card. Maybe it's not even in Insane. Maybe it's just in good because it's only good in value, really. Like, I can't think of other lists that are playing Burial. Like, that sounds insane, but I think it's the truth. Like, I think other than value, other decks aren't really playing this card. So maybe for that reason, it's situational. Like, is it insane to put it here? Like, it is so broken in value specifically, but in other decks, it's just not that good. Necrogardener. Insane card. Absolutely insane in so many decks. Burial is played in Zombies? That's a good point. Let's raise it a couple, like a tier. It is played in Zombies. We'll put it like, it's better than these cards. I'll put it like here. Alright, Necrogardener. Where's Necrogardener gonna go? One of the best cards in the format. You could, some people might even say to put this in Broken. I'm gonna put it right next to our other graveyard stuff. I'm gonna put it below these though. Really good card. Maybe even below these, you could argue, but it's such a good card. And you can use it. It can't get hit by back row removal and stuff, which is important. Plague. I'm putting Plague in Broken. It's used in most of the decks in the format that aren't named Frogs. I guess it's not in Blackwings either, but it's so many decks. Plague is such a crazy card. I think I'll put it right here. Maybe it could go even higher though. It's a crazy card though. Jinzo. I think Jinzo is one of the most slept on cards in this format. I think Eventually a deck will just play this and it'll win a tournament because of it. I think Jinzo could go like here. I think Jinzo will eventually just like shock the world. Obviously Jinzo being in Jinzo returner list is cool, but I'll leave returner for that ranking. I think Jinzo itself though, just as using it as a tribute summon, doing stuff with that, I think is really cool. I think it's a really good card. Neos, this card sucks. It's not even index really, it's like kind of bad. I'm going to put it like at the top of awful. Sirocco. Another broken card. Used in Blackwings, used in value. Used for value. Like, this card is broken. Top of the list. Gale. Probably goes in insane. It's so good in so many decks. To me, it goes right in front of this. I put it like right next to all of these. I think it's probably better than... It's like, I put it right next to Card Trooper. Like, I think it's right next to Card Trooper in terms of usefulness. We got Singin. Singin's a really good card. Really cool in limit reverse lists. Really cool in general to search like just cards that are powerful. It has such a wide range effect. I think Singin could go like somewhere up here almost. I'm gonna put Singin in front of Blue Eyes. I really like Singin. Shadow Mirror. Good side deck card. Not used a whole lot though. I'll put it like down here. We got Bora. Another good card. Not as good as the other Blackwing monsters. I'm not going to put it in insane, but it is a good card. It is a free special summon. It's better than Grandmaster because of the deck it's in. Sorry to say. I'll put Bora like here. Then we got Raikou. You could almost put Raikou in Broken. Maybe you should put it in Broken. I'm going to put it like right here next to Caius. Like these two cards like kind of signify Edison Format. Like, these two cards are the cards you think of when you think of Edison. You got Ruby Carbuncle. This card's okay. Back to the Crystal Beasts. I'll put Ruby Carbuncle below Nurse Reficule. Actually, I feel like they don't even play it that much, but it's not too bad. I'll put it below Nurse. Then we got Crystal Ember Beast Mammoth, whatever his name. This guy's not... I don't even know if they use this in the deck. I'm going to put this guy down here. Airbellum. We got Spy. I'm not a big fan of Spy. Spy is probably... Like, y'all know I made the Royal Tribute deck, a deck I was pretty proud of. It was... I made that deck to get rid of the Spy out of that deck. Kind of have to put it next to Descendant, because it summons from the deck, and then this is what it summons most of the time. It can just summon another one of itself, but it's just a flip monster whose only effect is to summon something that's not that good. Stratos. I think we're going to put this one in Broken. Stratos is quite the card. I'm going to put Stratos right before DMD. It is a broken card. Very, very good card. We got Glowmoss. This guy's cool. He is cool, I get live, but not really played a whole lot. I'll put him like right here next to Pegasus. Actually, do I want him somewhere else? I want to put him right next to Cross Border. Well, no, he's worse. He's worse. I'm gonna put him right next to Pegasus. He's funny. I like him. He's funny. Necro Value. I used to think this card was a lot worse, but the fact that it enables World Tribute and it like actually works against a lot of the meta decks is like really nice. It sucks that you can't use that you can use Plague under it, and you can use cards like Red MD and Treeborn. However, they can't banish for cards like Vayu. They can't remove with like, they can't use Debris Dragon. They can't use cards like Drill Warrior. There's tons of cards that get affected by Necro Valley, so I'm glad that we made the deck with it. Where would I put it, though? The way it works, I want to use it in a field spell deck. It's good with Royal Tribute. So, for me, I'm going to put it in situational. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put it up here. I think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for. Goblin Zombie, probably the best card in the zombie deck. It's like a better Sangan. It's like a better starter than Manju almost, because you can use it while you're comboing. Maybe even better than this. Like, I'm gonna put it right here. I think Goblin Zombie is such a broken card. Lone Fire, the best starter in the format. Better than Stratos, in my opinion. I got Lone Fire up here. Lone Fire is nuts. We got Magical Stone Excavation. This card's only really played in Dragon Turbo out of like the meta decks, but this card is just really good. I think more people should play it. To me, I think this card could be like up here if more people played it, but it's only really in one deck, so I'm gonna put it in situational. I'm gonna put it right in here with the other Dragon Turbo cards. I'm gonna say it's right here. It is a cool card though. Then we got Exodia. We'll put all the Exodia cards next to each other. I think they're more likely to happen than a lot of these cards. I'm going to put Exodia right here. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it right here. We're going to put the left leg, left arm. Does it look weird or what? Put Dark Bribe down here so it looks funny. Okay, now we got it. So this is where I put Exodia, sorry. And then we got Double Summon. Card's not that good. It's not really in decks. I'll put it like up here. It's at the top but not in decks. I think it might have something eventually. Or maybe there's something someone finds out that's broken. Evil Guy. Evil Guy is pretty good. I put this guy pretty high up. He's really good in Hero Frogs. Really good in Hero Frogs. Where do we want to put this guy? He's just a free summon. If you control no monsters is his only line of text. He's one of the only cards that doesn't need the opponent to control a monster. I'll put this guy... I'll put this guy like... He's gotta be below Bora, but like... I'll put him like here. I think he's a good card. Solemn, one of the best cards in the format, but a lot of people don't like maining it because it makes your matchup in a Blackwing a little worse. One thing to know though against Blackwings, like stopping their normal summon is usually really good, so it's not even that bad. It's just that deck seen as a burn deck, so keep that in mind. Where do we want to put Solemn though? I think it's... I don't know if I want to put it in Broken just because of that thing that people think. I put it like... I can almost say like here. This might be lower than most people would put it, but I think Mirror Force usually can have a bigger way of impacting a game. Although sometimes you get to just use Judgment as like your checkmate card, where you're like your last like pathetic card that would have won you the game. I just negate it. So it's kind of hard to rank. It's a little hard to rank because like sometimes it's the best card, sometimes it's not. Whereas Mirror Force, it's like always doing the same thing. Got Darius. Darius is good. I don't think it's as good as Bestie, obviously, but it's probably like neck and neck with Laquari. I'll put it right next to Laquari. Got Reti. Reti's also real good. I'll put it right next to Murmillo. It's a little bit worse than Murmillo though. We got Test Tiger, the best card in this deck, better than even Bestie. I'm gonna put it in front of it. We got Prisma, another really good Glad Beast card, but it's good in other decks too. I really like Prisma. And specifically Glad Beast, it'd be like up here, and other decks might maybe a little worse. Maybe a little worse. Where would I put it in other decks? Maybe like here. I put it like in front of somewhere. Prism is a good card. Chariot, very good card. I'm gonna put it right next to I'm gonna put it right under the Blackwing or the Value Synchro. Very good card. Avarice. I think you could put this in Broken. One of the best cards in the format. Absolutely insane card. Electric Virus. It's not in decks, but it's a cool side deck card. Like, I don't mind this card. It's like meh. Like, I could put all of these cards next to each other. All the ones that have this sort of effect. Like, they just don't really come up a lot. But this one is a cool card. I'm just going to say not in decks because it's not really in a deck. But it's like, I'll put it up here with Double Summon. I feel like it could be a cool card. Goes in Rivalry. These cards have weird rulings in this format. So I'm just going to put it not in decks. But like, their rulings aren't right. And what I mean by that is like, they just don't do like what they do in modern format, where they're just insufferable floodgates. So they're just worse than they should be. So they're not really in any decks. Wing Blast, pretty incredible card. Pretty incredible card. Where would we like to place Wing Blast? I think I really like this card. Discard trap, get stuff engraved, put a card back on top of their deck, and it's a good card to just side out of in the bad matchups. I don't like this card against Lightsworn, because you put one of their monsters back on top, they're just milling. They're milling it anyway. It just doesn't feel that bad for them. So you just side it out in that matchup. I think it's better than most of the cards here. I would put this card like here almost. I really like that. Maybe even higher. Maybe I put it right next to Ryza. I think it's better than Ryza though. This card's not really played. This is the guy you make with the Malicious Edge. This guy's just not in a deck. I don't think. Not really. We got MST. Broken card. Actually, I'll put it in Insane. It's not quite broken. I'll put it at like the top of Insane with the rest of the broken guys. Heavy. I'm going to rank this right now. I put Heavy right next to Brain Control. Absolutely a broken card. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Dupe Frog. One of the best cards in the format, but it's because of Substitute. Being able to summon two of them. You don't want to draw this card, but it has an insane effect on the field. I'm going to put it at the bottom of Insane, but it is a really good card. Dust Tornado. Good side deck card. Not really main decked a whole lot. It used to be main decked in Blackwings, but they don't really main deck it anymore. I'll put it right next to this. I guess it's played a lot more than this, though. Like, it's a really good situational card, so maybe like here? I think that's fine. It's good. Emergency Call. It's like meh. Like, people use it, but not enough. Like, a lot of like hero decks even, they need to see Stratos. They're not playing 3 copies of this. I'll put it like here. We got Chalice. Chalice is a good card. I'll put Chalice like here in front of the Descendant. We got Garlandolph. Not that good, honestly. The best part about him is that you can add him with Preparation of Right. I'll pick Garlandolph like here. Gear Town, one of my favorite cards in the format. I think this is an insanely broken card. Search it with Terraforming. I'm going to put Gear Town right here. I think it is such a broken card. Sea Lancer, he's okay. He's like Descendant to me. Actually, he's more like Hypno. He's more like Hypno, but he's actually in Gemini Beat, so I'm going to put him here. I got Gem Spark, one of the best cards in the format. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it up here. Right after Charge. I think it's like right here, really. I think this card's really good. We got, oh, Gaizaris. One of my least favorite cards in the format. This card always ruins me. Oh my. Where are we putting Gaizaris? We put Bestie right here. We could just like follow the trend and put it next to it. And I think we should put it next to it. Does Bestie go right there? Like, Gaizaris is such a nuts card. I think it's worse than Test Tiger, but it's so good. Test Tiger wants to go into this, so I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there, and then Heraclinos. I think Heraclinos is a little worse than this because you do this first to get to this most of the time. So I'm gonna put this here and then this to the right. But they're both insanely broken cards. This is Gladiator Beast. Which one is this? Let's find out which one this is. We got, oh, wrong deck. We got Glad Beast. It's called, is it Respite? Is that what that one is? No, this is Proving Ground. It adds a level 4 lore. It's not really played a whole lot. I think that new teched out Glad Beast one might have it in it, but it's not played a lot. It's still just a good card. I'll put it next to E-Call because they do like similar things. Gold Sark, crazy good card. Really good in Gigavise. Really good in Norlaras. Really good in some other decks. I'll put it like up here with like Megamorph and stuff. Let me put it in front of it. Goyo should be up here next to Stardust, in my opinion. I don't know if I want to put it broken like Brio, but it is a really, really format warping card. We're almost to the end here now. We got Hand. Like I said, Hand is probably the best 6-hand monster other than Grandmaster. So I'll put it like in front of the Yaichi. They're both really good. We got Hero Blast, another great card for Hero Beat. Hero Blast can just add the card to your hand. You don't have to destroy something, which is a really cool part of it. I'll put it like, it is only used in one deck though, so it's kind of situational. I'll put it right next to Book of Life. I'll put it ahead of it though. We got Honest. I think Honest is one of the most broken cards in the format. It isn't searchable like Kalut is though, but it is such a broken card. This is like Hyper Psychic, whatever. This guy's just not really played all that much. He's like meh. He's really only in the Psychic decks and he's not played that much. We'll just put him like, here. He's cool though. He looks cool. Icarus Attack. One of the best cards in the format. You could almost put this in broken. I'm gonna put it in insane. I'm gonna put it like here. I think it's one of the most insane cards in the format. We got Ill Blood, cool card. I've only really seen him in Counterpunch Zombies, but he was quite good in that list. I'm gonna put him like I did Theslos, like he's good in his deck. Like he does what he does in his deck. Instant Fusion. This is a situational card that I think is really good. I'm gonna put it right next to Book of Life, but it's a little better than these though, actually. Wait. Let me put it up here. I really like Instant Fusion now that I think about it. I'm going to put it next to 1-for-1. The decks that it's in, it's kind of like 1-for-1. We got Donk Archer. Not a big fan of the Quick Draw archetype. One of my least favorite decks in the format. But this is not a bad card. Worst part about this card is that you have to use Quick Draw Synchron to go into it. So I'll put this guy like up here. Actually, I'll put him like up here. He's like a pretty decent card. I'll put him right here. We got Lad. Lad's a really good card if you can actually get him on the field. I'll put Lad where I put Arcanite and the other stuff. He's like a way better Samorg. I'll put him like here. Lad's a good card. We got Light Mirror. I'm gonna put Light Mirror right next to Dark Mirror. Actually, it's more useful than Dark Mirror. Dark Mirror is played a lot less than Light Mirror. This is a little bit better of a side decking card. I'll put this guy like here. We got Vortex, another side deck card that's pretty good. I like Vortex a lot. I'll put Vortex right in front of these. Limiter. I think Limiter is one of the craziest cards in the format. Very good card. I think it should be... I almost think it should be an Insane. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it at the bottom of Insane, but I think it's a really good card. Gear Frame. It's like almost a better Stratos. To me, it kind of is. Yeah. I'm going to put him right next to Stratos. I think probably one of the best starters in the format. Peacekeeper. This card's not played a lot, but it's pretty decent. You can just search you with Gear Frame. Let's put this guy... situational. He's only one deck. Let's put him like here. Actually, he's a little better than this. He's like here, I think. Nah. Put him before these. Machine Dupe, very fun card. Very fun card. It's just not in that many decks, like honestly. But I think it could be really good in something, so I'm going to put it there. Funny enough, both of these cards were used in our Desynchro list. Very cool cards. We got Magic Android. Android is a good card. It's summoned by Diva most of the time. But it's kind of just like a vanilla. The 600 life points does come up in certain matchups, though. I put him right next to Catastor, but Catastor is better. Actually, not right next to Catastor, a little bit lower. I'll put him like... I'll put him like here. He's a good card. I don't know what this is. Not even index. Card Trooper for the third time this video. That's how broken it is. We're going to put... This card has never been played before. Not in decks, and they're never going to be in decks. That's what this is. Then we got Mind Control, one of my favorite cards in the format. Really good for all aggro decks, really good for Cyber Valley, really good for synchro decks. I think it should go in Insane. I think the card could go... I think it's better than Upstart. I think Mind Control could go right here in front of Upstart. Mind Crush. Mind Crush is an interesting card. It's not really played a lot. It's usually a side deck card if you're playing against something like Machina or something potentially. But like you just side it in when you know they're gonna search a card, or sometimes you just call Gores with it. Cool card. I like it. I'll put it in like situational. It's just a cool side deck card. I'll put it like right here actually. We got Mistworm. Mistworm's cool, but you don't really make it a whole lot. I'll put Mistworm like same place as all of these guys. I think you make it more than RDA. Probably make it more than these guys. I'll put it here. Mobius. Not really in decks. Like, what deck is Mobius in? They don't even play this in Frog Monarch. Yeah, I'm gonna put him like here. We got My Body. My Body's a good card. They're citing it in Blackwings, I think. They're citing it in other decks. Blackwings. It's a good card against like JD, of course. It's a good card against like demise strategies. My Body is not a bad card. I'll put it like... This card also can beat DDV, which is a weird instance, but that's only if they activate it while you have a monster that's getting destroyed. If the monster's in your hand, this card won't trigger. I'll put this guy like in front of Dark Mirror at least. This guy is pretty cool. I like this card. This card, not in decks, not really. Night Assailant, not in decks. These cards are at least better than some of these, though. Let me put them up here. Nitro Warrior. Nitro Warrior is actually like a cool quick draw monster. I like Nitro Warrior. Nitro Warrior to me could go next to Junk Archer. Not better than Junk Archer to me, but you can go right next to him. Knock. Not really played a lot in this format. It's a good side deck card, though. I'll put it right next to Light Mirror and stuff. I'm gonna put all of these below the volcanic stuff. We got Exterm, another decent side deck card. I'm gonna put it right next to my body and stuff. Offerings to the Snake Deity. So, one of my viewers, Ryan, asked me to make a Banamanaga deck, and it's been a ton of fun lately playing that. And this Offerings to the Snake Deity card has also been a lot of fun. We've been using a Reptilian Gardna and just using it in general, and this card's actually really fun. I actually like this card a bit. It's like a worse Icarus attack, but if your opponent doesn't get rid of your monster, it will pop 2 of their cards. So it is really good. It's like a 3-for-1 if they use a removal card on your monster or your back row. It's pretty good. I would put this, but you have to play a reptile monster, which sucks. But if I were to put it somewhere, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I've been playing with it recently, maybe it's recency bias, I would put this Singular Trap card. I'd put it like... I put it at the top of meh. Like, I'd put it next to these. It is a really fun card. It's just the fact you have to play with reptiles. Okay, is this the Planet Pollutant? Whatever. Let's see what this is real quick. Planet Pollutant. Tribute 1 alien monster. Destroy all face-up monsters you burn controls. Also until the end of your opponent's 3rd turn. Yeah, this card is not played. I've never run into this card on the ladder. I'm not ordering these anymore. I got like the hiccups. I'm not ordering these anymore. They're just not played. We got Poly. Poly's a cool card. It's not used a lot, but it's in the decks it is, and it's really fun. I like Poly. I'm gonna put Poly. I'm gonna put Poly like in good. I'm gonna put it like here. Ooh, pre-prep. I think pre-prep it's a card that pluses. It's a card that searches what you need. I really like pre-prep, but it is only used in ritual decks, and of course that matters. And for that reason, let's put it like here before Sangan. I don't think it's quite as good as Sangan, but it's still a really good card. Pulling the Rug, good side deck card. I'll put it next to these up here. We got, yeah, no one really plays Shining Flare Wingman. It's not really in a deck. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Rare Value. Rare Value is probably one of the best Crystal Beast cards. So I think it's probably my favorite one. So I'll put it in front of the field spell. We got Reasoning. This is my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole. I love Reasoning. But it's not really used a lot in Edison because it's at 1. But I have fun putting an index when I can. I think I'll put Reasoning. It's like a power spell. I think I'll put Reasoning. Maybe I'm putting it too high, but it's a fun card. It's just a fun card. I'll put it like here. Love Reasoning. Reckless Greed. I'm putting this card in Insane. It's one of my top 3 favorite cards on Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Reckless Greed. It's probably better than Trade-In. I think Reckless Greed could go right here below Rhoda. Absolutely broken card. Relinquished. Like I said earlier when I said Jin is really good, Jin is good because Relinquished is a decent deck because Jin is good. So I'm gonna put Relinquished below it, but like Gen is what makes that deck pretty good. So I'm gonna put him in situational. Actually, I'm just gonna put him a little bit below. I'll put him like here. I'll put him at the bottom of good. Rescue Cat. This card's broken. Probably should be. It's like probably the best starter in the format. I don't like putting this thing up here, but it should probably be up here. Absolutely a broken card. Decree. I think Decree should be also pretty high up. I think you could put Decree in broken. It's good against most of the meta decks. Even against like Hero Frogs these days, it's pretty good. Although they have like Unifrog to snipe it away. But I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the list. But I think it's really good. I think it's a really broken card. Oppression. Y'all know where this is going. We've had a couple in a row. Let's put Oppression right next to DDV. After Whirlwind. Oppression, one of the best cards in the format. Kind of obvious. Skill Drain, a card that a lot of people would compare to a Compression. They're both at 2 on the list, but Skill Drain is played a whole lot less. I think the decks that you can actually play Skill Drain in, though, they are really good against the meta. Like, a lot of, like, other than Blackwings, the meta decks just struggle into Skill Drain. Like, Frogs are bad into it, Value's bad into it. Machina's okay into it for the most part, but if you Skill Drain a Gear Frame, they're going to feel really bad. I think Skill Drain could be like here. It is a at 2 unsearchable. Skyscraper, card's not that good. I don't believe this card is good. I'm going to put this card in meh. We're going to put this card like here. Actually, no, this card's worse than Exodia. This card's worse than this. I'm going to put him right here. This one, I swear this card's not in decks. Like, maybe I'm insane, but I swear this card isn't, like, played at all. We got Snipe Hunter, one of my favorite cards in the format. I actually really like this card. I think Snipe Hunter can almost be an insane. That's how good of a card he is. But I'll hold off. I'll put him up here. I think he's better than some of these cards. And he's also really just a fun card. Getting to spin the die to decide your fate. I really love him. Ryan says in the chat, I have Skyscraper and Ulti. Can you move it up like 4 spots? Unfortunately, no, I can't. Card sucks. We got this is the card that Tempons is always using. It's the, what is this called? It's like Chaos or something? Is Chaos in the name? I don't think Chaos is in the name. No, it is. Sphere of Chaos. This guy just adds a level 3 when he's Tribute Summon. Really cool in Tempons' list, but it's not really played in anything else. So it's kind of situational, but it is a cool card. It can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. You can banish him from the field to summon Neltanen. I quite like this card. I'm going to put him in front of the, right behind the Peacekeeper. Gilman. I draw this card so much. So much. I draw him so much. I'm putting him there so that I'll stop drawing him eventually. We got Spirit. This is a really good card in 6 Sams. I'm gonna put him right behind the Yaichi. I think he's quite good. His effect to draw a card, and he can special himself once per turn. He can't equip the same turn he specials, but he can give you counters on your gateway, which are really nice. So I'm gonna put him there. We got a couple more left. We got Road, one of the best cards in the format. I think it's kind of an insane card. I mean, whenever I set this, I can just set all my back row. It lets me play ignorantly. Everything feels free. I'm gonna put it up here next to Solemn. Like, I think this card is nuts. Maybe a little bit worse than Deep Prison. It is played less. Maybe it's worse than some of these, but like, I'm gonna put it in front of ARA. This card feels really broken. Next card on the list. This is like Stygian Insurgents or something. This card's just not in a deck, really. No one successfully has made this work. Substitute. You'll know exactly where this is going. Right next to Cat for the best starter in the format. Broken, 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 broken. Probably could go up here. Like, it could probably go next to this. Like, I put it right here. 1A, 1B. Like, these two cards are the two cards of the format. We got Monk. Monk is good. A little worse than Cat. He's usually summoning Cat. But he lets you go into Arcanite, which is cool. I like Monk. I'm going to put him insane. I'm going to put him... He's only in a certain amount of decks, though. I'm going to put him, like, right before ARA. He's pretty cool. Super Poly, it's just not really in a really good deck. Like, when's the last time you got hit by a Super Poly? Same with Swallow's Flip. It's like a side deck card that people never actually side. Swap Frog. Another reason frogs are so good. This is going to go insane. Could go in and broken, honestly, but I'm going to put it insane. I'm going to put it up here. Such a broken card. Puts the Treeborn in the grave. Puts the Substitute in the grave. Lets you salvage it back. Like, it's such a good card. We got Tempest Magician. Not used in a lot of decks, but it's actually really good. It has its own FTK too. I'm going to put it up here with the situational cards, but I think it's pretty good. We got some more 6-Sams, but these are all worse in my opinion than those, so I'm going to just put them in the tier below. Like, I'm gonna put them in meh, like towards the right here. I'm gonna put them below. I'm gonna put them in front of the Gravekeepers, but their effects aren't that useful. Like, the green one just attacks twice. Kamon, actually, I'm gonna put these worse than these. Let me see. I'm gonna put them right after the Pegasus. And Zanji's a little better than these, so I'm going to put him towards the top. Zanji can be in front of the Gemini Lancer. Dust Shoot. I think there's a statistic that you win 70% of the games that you Dust Shoot. Up at the top. Trap Stun. Most improved card from 2025. Absolutely broken. I'm going to put this card in insane. Some people might put it in broken. It is a great card. It's weaseled its way into so many meta decks. I think for that reason, I'm going to put it like right next to MST. Such a good card. Maybe even higher. Maybe it could go even higher, but I think it's such a good card. We got Trident Dragon. This guy's cool. Not really played a whole lot, but he is really cool. I'll put him right next to Ancient Sacred Wyvern. They do similar things, but they're just not made that often. This guy gets made in Dragon Turbo sometimes, though. This guy not in the deck. Unifrog. This guy's also not in the deck. We got Unifrog, one of the best cards in Frogs. Play this guy in your Frog decks. He is too good. I am in the Fraser line of thinking that this guy just should be in the Frog deck. I'm going to put him right next to Dupe. I'm going to put him a tier below Dupe, but he is still really good. I'm going to put him like right in front of Simorg. Really good card. He should probably be in front of these, actually. I'm putting him right next to Bora. They're both really good. Some people take Bora and Uni out of their decks, respectively, but like they are good cards. They're really good. We got Vanity's Fiend. Amazing side deck card. Some decks main it. I'll put him like here. He could be higher than some of these cards for sure. Don't know. This card, not played. Vortex Trooper, really good in Dragon Turbo. Used in some other stuff. Used in some Debris Dragon stuff. Quite good. I'll put him like... I think Vortex Trooper is a really good card in general. I'll put him like here. Honestly, I think I can move all of these to in front of Vortex Trooper, but put them below these cards. Like I think I'll move it like this. I like this. We got Quick Draw. A lot of people might get mad at me for this, but I do not like Quick Draw. Not in the slightest. I would rather play gadgets than Quick Draw. And I think that's like a meta like defining thing too. Like I think it's better to play to play gadgets than Quick Draw. I think it's a better deck, actually. I'm gonna put Quick Draw. I can't put it above any of the Glad Beast monsters. As insane as that sounds, I just really don't like this card. He has to discard a card. He has to use something else to synchro. The synchro that you go into is not that good. I am a hater. I am indeed a hater. He is a good card. He's better than this. This. I'm gonna put him right before the Glad Beasts. And I know everyone's gonna get upset, but I think the gadgets are usually better. But I think people get upset if I don't give it at least that much. We're gonna put gadgets. Where are we putting gadgets? Because I think the gadgets are pretty decent. They're just like every turn, like you'll start the game off with one of these guys, and every turn will be pressure. And some decks can't handle that, or some games you'll draw into multiple of these, and your hand will be bricked. So we're gonna put them all next to each other, of course. So I think we put them in meh. Even though I think they're better than Quick Draw, I don't think most people would agree. Actually, we're gonna put them in situational. We're gonna put them at the top of situational, I think. Green on top, of course, because it has the most attack. Then we got Machina Fortress. This is an insane card. Good boss monster, good thing to sit on. It's like a worse Ab-Zero, but it's easier to summon than Ab-Zero. It has a searcher for it with gear frame. I'm gonna put it up here towards the top. Fortress is a crazy card. Force is just used to summon Fortress, so he's like meh. I'll put him like down here. It's better than these cards. He's played more in his respective deck than any of these cards. We got Murray. Crazy good card in the decks that it's actually in. Feels like a broken card in those decks. It just says draw 3 for shuffling 2 back. I'm going to put this up here with Upstart. I think it's a little better. We got Enemy Controller. This is like a good staple. Like, I think this is good. It's used in the Counterpunch Zombie list. It's quite nice there. It's used in Vengeful Servant, of course. Y'all know. Love Vengeful Servant. Where do we want to put Enemy Controller? I think we want to put Enemy Controller right next to like a card like Instant Fusion, like maybe behind it. But I really like Enemy Controller. It's a very nice card. Metabow Shark. What does this guy even do? Metabow. Yeah, this card sucks. This guy might be played in Fisho DK, but other than that, like, are we serious? Are we being serious? This guy's not really used all that much. We got Soul Exchange, very good card in Frognark. Makes stuff miss timing, like Dupe Frogs. Used to summon Vanity Fiend a lot. I think it's quite a good card. I'm going to put it right next to Instant Fusion and stuff. I think it's a little better, though. Right here. Needs your opponent to have a monster is the only downside. Soul Release. Really good side deck card. I'm going to put it right next to Light Mirror and stuff. People sided in against Lightsworn. Twister. Not that good of a side deck card. It's like pretty awful. Like, I'll put it like at the top of awful because you can sometimes side it, but not a big fan. You got Botanical Lion. This is a cool card. It's like meh, but it's a cool card. I like the idea of it. I'll put it right next to to Barbaros, sorry. Giant Rat. Good recruiter. Can summon Cat. Can summon X-Saber guys. Can summon other stuff, but at the end of the day, it is a recruiter. I think I'll put the recruiters in the same tier as the gadgets, but I think the gadgets are a little better. So Tomato 2. I do think Turtle is the best recruiter by a mile, though. So I'm going to put him in good. I'm going to put him right next to Goblin, even though I think Goblin is a little better. Then we got Giga Plant. Giga Plant, not that good of a card. Supervise makes the deck possible. Giga Plant's still like okay though. People play without Supervise. They play like the Ultimate Offering version. Thank you, Cartong Boy, for the kind words. Where do we want to put the Giga Plant? I'll put him like right here. He's a good card. Flip Flop. Flip Flop is like Uni to me. Like I feel like you should put Uni and Flip in your deck just so you have a board you can end on. So I'm gonna put him right next to Uni Frog. I think these are cards that people sometimes take out that they should keep in. You have Fur Turtle, gonna put them next to the other ones. All of them have the problem that they sometimes just get destroyed and it feels awful. Spirit Reaper? I quite like Spirit Reaper actually. I'm gonna put it above these guys. Actually, I think it's a good card. I'm gonna put it above Relinquished. I quite like Spirit Reaper a lot. Fishborg. You could almost put this card in Broken, but I'm gonna put it right next to the other graveyard cards. It's used in Dream Frogs. It's used in Forgs to great effect. It's used in Frog FTK. Really broken card. Mark of the Rose. Mark of the Rose is a good card. I like Mark of the Rose. It's a brain control that you can use. It's a searchable brain control. I really like this card. I'm going to put it right in front of the Econ and Soul Exchange and stuff. Mass Dragon, the worst recruiter. I'm going to put it in Awful. Like, it's not that good. It's probably the best Awful card, but I think it's the worst recruiter. This one, Grizzly, is also a little worse than the rest. What kind of tier list is this? Just all playable cards in the format? It's not all of them, it's most of them. This tier list is just how good I think the cards are. My own personal bias, but how good I think they are relative to the format. Tell me what you think so far, Carp. We got Wastermeister. This card's interesting. Not used very much. It's used in Fish OTK. It's used in Mr. Tag's Fish Beat list that he showed me a while back. Really enjoyed that video. That one was fun to record. I like this card. This card's pretty cool. He has a cool effect. I think he's probably worse than some of these guys, but I'm going to put him in front of the Botanical Lion. Deep Sea Coelacanth. Cool card. Kind of hard to summon. I'm going to put him next to Dark Samort because he's kind of got his own deck. Then we got Clear White Dragon. This guy's not really in many decks. Like I used to see him sometimes, but he's just like, people have gone on past him. His artwork's really cool though. His artwork is so cool. Same with this guy, White Knight Dragon. People used to play him, but people have just moved on to better cards in these decks. Super Rejuve. I'm gonna put this in Insane. This is what makes Dragon Turbo a good deck. I'm gonna put this right next to Murray because it's even better than Murray. It's what makes that deck good. Totem Dragon. It's why Disaster Dragons is played. I'm gonna put it up here too. This is like the starter for that deck. I'm gonna put it. It's a little bit worse than Treeborn, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom here. But I think it's a really good card. Cyber Twin. Cool card, but it's not really in a deck. I mean, I put it in the UFO-roid OTK, but like, it's not in any meta decks. It's just not. It hasn't had its day of shine, so to speak. It's not really played. Dekoichi, people use this in Salvo, but I think people have learned that Cannon Soldier is better. I think like you can flip this and get a draw and then do that, but like most people have learned that Cannon Soldier can be sent off Prisma now, and then that is an easier way to get something in the grave than like setting a Dekoichi that you're not guaranteed to draw. So for that reason, we're gonna put Dekoichi in the same tier. We're gonna put Spy. I think I like Spy a little more though. Di-Fi. This card is like meh. Like it's an okay floodgate, but I'd rather have Macrocosmos most of the time. It's good in 6 Sam sometimes. Let's put it right here. People usually use it in decks that play Dark Bread. Psychic Commander, this is just an E-Telly target. Like, I'm going to put this in meh. It's just an E-Telly target. That's mostly what's used for. It's used in Psychic OTK. It's used in zombies a little bit. Actually, I'll put it in situational because it is a good card. It's not bad. It has a relevant effect and it's a level 3 tuner. There's not too many level 3 tuners other than Gale. So this is okay. I've never heard of that before, Carton Boy. He said that Dimensional Fissure is actually pretty good in Rhino's Beak because it doesn't banish your skill successors, which makes sense. That doesn't sound too bad. I've never seen that before, though. That sounds like a neat idea, though. I don't mind that. Because Sci-Fi is good into some of the meta decks. Like, it's not bad into Frogs. It's good into Value. It might... like, it's pretty decent into Blackwings because they can't use Kalut. But obviously, they could just destroy it whenever they want. And they always know that you don't have Gores. So they could just always play around that. Certain cards just turn off certain cards. Let's put Psychic Commander right up here, below the Snowman Eater. Krebons, Salvo. Salvo is his own deck. He's a cool card. I don't think he's necessarily good. Well, I think he's better than maybe the gadgets at what he does. Like him as a card is fine, but he summons level 7 synchros. I'm gonna put him in front of the recruiters, but I don't think he's that crazy. Krebons is a good card. I like Krebons quite a bit. I'm gonna put him right next to Cyber Valley. You don't draw with him, but he stops the battle phase against some decks. That's enough. E-Telly, insane card, really good card. I'm gonna put E-Telly like it's just a free summon. It's literally a free summon. You're gonna synchro off with the guy you summon with, or you can just go for game with them. I'm gonna put him like he can honestly almost go unbroken. E-Telly is such a good card. Like if it wasn't for the fact you had to put 2 subpar cards in your deck for him, like you usually want to play E-Telly and like 1 Krebons, 1 Psychic Commander. I mean, this card's just insane. I'll put him right up here next to MST, like a little bit. I'll put him before swap. Really good card. Mindmaster, it's not used in a lot of decks. It's in Psychic OTK and maybe Welladad. Maybe he's used in Welladad a little bit. I think he's a bit situational. I think he's worse than Salvo in a lot of ways. But then again, like, I don't know. People just don't play Psychics a lot, so maybe that's why I'm biased. Like, to me, I'd put him, like, here. Psychic Jumper, another Psychic card who's just meh. He's meh. He can swap his play. He can swap another card's place with something on the opponent's field. I think that has to be face up. Problem is, it needs you to have a second monster and this guy, so it's kind of annoying. I'll put him right here next to Oystermeister. Actually, I think he's a little bit worse than these cards. We got DNA Surgery. Hot take, I think DNA Surgery just needs to be cooked with more, because I think this card's really cool. I really like the idea of turning the whole field into machines and then summoning a Cyber Dragon. And then obviously contacting with the whole board. It's a really unique idea. It is a spell trap though, so it can just get destroyed. But I think I really like the idea of this card. I'm going to put it in situational, even though a lot of people would have this in bad. I really like this card. I'll put it right next to here. I think it's a cool side deck card with Cyber Dragons and stuff. If you really want to put out some hate for some archetypes. Like, it's good. I think it could be decent against Frogs. Like, you could side 2 Sidras and some DNA Surgeries against Frogs and just ruin their day. We got Warrior Lady. This is just a good staple. It's just a good staple. Like, I would be willing to just put this card next to, like, Bora and Unifrog and Flip Flop. Its effect is worse, but it's just a good removal card. We've been in this for a little while now. It's at 2 hours and 40 minutes at this point. But we're on the Shining Angel now. We got a few cards left. I'm I'm gonna add Shining Angel to the other recruiters. I think it's probably the best recruiter, honestly. We got Athena, not in a deck really. We got Gelato. No, this is Gel and Duo. This guy you can use to tribute summon Christia, which is cool. And I like that. And he can't be destroyed by battle. He's a light monster. I like everything about this card. I think this card's kind of underrated. I think I could cook with him in the future potentially. Let's see. Where do I want to put him? I think people are gonna get mad at me if I put him ahead of some of these cards. Let me say he's potential, man. He's like DNA surgery. Like I think both of these cards could be good. I'll put him right there. Dark Gaia, my beloved. Y'all know this channel. I am the Dark Gaia guy for the most part. I've made him into a lot of stuff. I put him in a lot of stuff, and you know, my other why don't we put both of my mascots here? We got Northern and we got Dark Gaia, two of my favorite cards in this format. And I agree with what Seth said. Nice Shellin duo take, maybe a Tethys card. I agree with the take part. Maybe a Tethys card too. That could be true. You could also special it off of never mind. I was about to say you could special it off of Valhalla and then tribute it for Christia, but why wouldn't you just special Christia? Either way, the point that matters is that we're talking about Dark Gaia here. So Dark Gaia, I think this card is just so fun, and it's actually a good card against most of the meta decks. I think about the meta decks you play in the format. If you play the fun version of this deck, like what I do, and like the Ritual Dark Gaia version and the Northern Dark Gaia version, and just any version that can actually kill your opponent. I don't really like the Prisma version of Dark Gaia. That's why I haven't even played it on the channel yet. That's something I should do. Let me write that down. But when you play the kill versions of this deck, you can literally just play against the meta decks. They'll go set Duke Frog, set Treeborn, or they'll set their or they'll pass with their Swap Frogs and Treeborn play, or sometimes the opponent will set a Raikou, and you will literally just attack over them for game. Without fail, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. So I'm going to put Dark Gaia in Insane. I love this card. I'm going to put it higher than anyone else has ever put it before, but I love this card. I'm going to put it right next to Genzo because I think these cards are both insane. I think these cards are underrated and they should be up here. Northern. This card's weak to Crow. This card's weak to... it's weak to a lot of stuff. But it's so fun to use. I'm going to put it in Insane. I think it's better than these cards. I think Northern, it's its own archetype for a reason. People make whole decks around it. Greffer and stuff should be higher because that's how you get into the grave. But I think Northern could go right here. I think it's a really broken card. We got Phantom of Chaos. I think crazy take. I think Phantom of Chaos is worse than Northern. Like, I don't think of Phantom of Chaos as something that copies Northern and like copies other stuff, because most of the time it only copies Northern. Like, how many decks actually get to copy a whole lot of other effects? Like, sometimes you get to copy Dad or JD or something, but it's very rare. I think this is a good card though. I'll put it in good, but I don't rate it as high as I rate Northern. To me, they're not one and the same. Although I guess this is what this is kind of what enables it, so to speak. But to me, I'd rate Northern higher. I'll just put it like here. This card does nobody plays Cyberdarks. Macrocosmos, like I said earlier, it's just a better version of Dimensional Fissure. Played in less decks though, because some decks need like spell traps to go to the grave. So I'll put it in. I'll put it in good. It has some good meta calls. I'll put it like here, in front of the side deck cards. Dimensional Alchemist. This card always misses timing. It sometimes banishes non-monsters. How often do you ever actually get this guy's effect to go off? If he wasn't a light monster, you would have never even known this card existed. He's meh. Meh as hell. Meh as hell. He is... I don't know, man. I don't like this card. I'm a hater. I'm going to put him... right below Chalice. That's my opinion. Marshmallow. Not really played a whole lot. Kind of funny though. Marshmallow. Marshmallow is just a funny card. It's like Spirit Reaper, but it lives longer. I played against my friend Sam recently, and he hit me with Marshmallow 3 games in a row. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. Where would I want to put Marshmallow, though? He's better than Glow Moss to me. I'll put him right in front of Glow Moss. If this website allows it. Alright. Power Bond. Y'all recently saw the Power Bond UFO Roid OTK video. That video is a blast to record. I love Power Bond. It just doesn't have that many applications. So I'm gonna put Power Bond like here with these other ones because I think it's just funny. I'll put it at the bottom of situational. It's just a funny card. This card, I think this card is vastly underrated. Like I said, same thing with like DNA surgery. Like this combo could be real. Like you could just side this in any like heavy monster matchup. Valhalla, very cool card. It is an inherent -1. That's what people always say, but I think it's a cool card. Like just the ability to just special summon Christia, it's like its own deck. Like I really like Valhalla. I think it's a really good card. Beast of the Pharaoh. I want this guy to be good, but people just don't play it. Like they haven't found a way to break this card yet. I'll put him in meh. He's like down here though, if we're being completely real. Purple Light's a good card. Mr. Z's list that he played in the I'm Nerd 1K played this, and he was just purple lighting people all over the place. I'll put him like here with Jen because it's like a card people haven't like figured out yet, but it's still really good. And then Orange Light, people have figured out that this is good. Really crazy card. It's like a word chariot whenever you want. You don't need to control a face-up Glad Beast. Where are we pitting Orange? Orange could be like... Orange could honestly be in Broken, but I don't know if it's that good. I'm going to put Orange right next to Gear Town. And then you obviously know Christia. I think Christia is one of the most broken cards in the format. I'm going to put her up here next to Decree. I think she is so broken. Absolutely crazy card. It's like Vanity's Fiend, but way better. That's where I'm putting Christia. Green Light. This card sucks. I don't think you should play this card. And I don't want you to play this card. If you go against someone in Green Light, you have to give them a thumbs up on every spell you activate. It's really not fun. Nova Summoner. It's a little worse than all the other recruiters. Put it right here. Spellcaster Village. This card's funny. I like this card. It's just like really bad because the spellcasters are bad, but it's a funny card. I'll put it like here. Yeah, we'll put it there. Lumina, the best Lightsworn monster. She goes in insane. She mills 3. She can be protected by you know, Honest and stuff. Great card. I'm gonna put Lumina. She's like a better Monk to me. Like Monk can summon Cat, but Cat always has bricks in the deck. Lumina is just an amazing card, and she can always summon her boy Garrosh. She can always summon Wolf. Wolf, I'm also gonna put insane. I know a lot of people might not agree because he's like a brick, but I'm biased as a Lightsworn player. I love Wolf. I'll put him at the bottom of insane. Garrosh, my favorite Lightsworn monster. I love Garrosh. He's lucky for me sometimes, so maybe that's why I think this way. But yeah, I mean he's done good for me, so I'll put him in situational. I think he's like the spirit of the Lightsworn deck. So let's put him like above Dasher. We got Beckoning Light. This card's okay. I don't play this in my Twilight list. I think people only play this in pure Lightsworn. It's a good card, though. It can get you back JD and Honest. Like, this card can't be seen as bad. I'll put this card in good. I'll put this card next to next to these. I'll put it like here actually. What's your opinion on Needlebug's Nest? I really like this card in Modern when I would play when I played Paleo traps, like Paleo level 2 synchro or like XYZ and Lynx. I played that on Master Duel. It was really fun. I don't think it's good in this format, sadly. I love that card though. Scapegoat. Scapegoat's a good card. Can be used for Plasma, can be used for Cyber Valley, can be used as a attack blocker. This card will always be useful in your deck. Like it's just to sit on. Like it's just defense. It can be oppression though, which obviously sucks. Let's fit Scapegoat. It's better than Reasoning probably. It's like probably worse than these guys. I'll put it like below Lad, below Prisma. I'll put it there. Necroface. This card kind of sucks. Every time I play against a Necroface deck, I'm never really afraid. Tried it in Emeraldless Lightsworns and it did surprisingly well. I'm glad. That sounds like a fun deck, actually. Alright, yeah, like I said, I'm never really afraid of Necroface. I put Necroface like here. Aaron, probably my least favorite Lightsworn monster. I usually just recharge this by searching it with Rhoda. That's like the most important part of this card, but you can do that with Jane as well. This guy is only useful against like Dandelion. Like Aaron is only useful against Dandelion, and flip effects still trigger. If this card didn't trigger flip effects, it'd be my favorite, but of course it does. It did, so you have to live with that. So I will put. It does mill 3 though, which is important. Jane only mills 2. It only has 1600 attack though. So I will put Aaron in right here behind the magical stone. And then Arcus, I actually like Arcus more than Aaron. I'll put it right in front of him. I think this is one of my favorite. Like a lot of people don't like Garroth and Arcus, but I really like that combo. Then we got Jane. I think Jane is better than these two, like a whole tier better almost. So I'm gonna put Jane like right next to Giga. Oh, and Monster Reincarnation. This is a broken card in Lightsworns, but nothing else really. So I'm going to put it in situational. Kind of like a better version of this card, kind of. It's like these are similar cards. And then we got lights. We got swords. Swords of Revealing Light aren't used that much. Like I almost want to say not in decks. Like how many decks actually play Swords of Revealing Light? Like maybe Aliens and stuff. It's just not used that much. I'll put it here. Lila, really good card. I'll put Lila up here. You gotta put Lila up here. I'll put it like right in front of Wolf. We got Merchant. Merchant's a really fun card. I'd put Merchant. Merchant just like can miss sometimes. Like sometimes you only mill 1 and then you get your next spell. It feels so awful. Like I want to put Merchant like here almost. Like Merchant is so good sometimes, and other times it just doesn't work. Restrict, another good side deck card. Nobody's ever gonna main it, but it's really good on the side. I'll put it with all the other good side deck cards. Threatening Roar, only really used in some weird frog decks and mostly in Lightsworn, but it is just it's just a good card. Unlike Waboku, where you can still get killed through a Colossal Armory Arm, Threatening Roar means you never get to do it. So I think Threatening Roar should go. I think it's like a good card. I'll put it like next to the Jane. I'll put it below the Giga actually. Banisher. This card's pretty bad. Like, people shouldn't play this. Just play macro. I'll put this card in awful. Consecrated. Birds are the format, so this guy's got to go in insane. Flamvell. A lot of people won't like me for this take, but I am a big hater of Flamvell. these cards suck. Like, this guy's literally a vanilla tuner. Pretty bad. I'll put him in meh because he actually like can get summoned by rekindling, but the actual card is horrible. I'll put him like... Where do I want to put him? Yeah, I'll put him here. Fire Dog, a little bit better than that guy. I'll put him in like okay. You have to attack with him. He's like Shura, but worse. Much worse Shura, for that matter. I'll put him like here. We got Cyber Dragon, not in the deck. Junk Archer, very good card. I put Junk Archer like up here. Then we got Rekindling. Rekindling, really good card. I don't like Flameveil, but I like Rekindling. I put Rekindling in Insane. We got Eltanin. I think Eltanin's an insane card. You have to play Light Machines, but it's literally a card that can't be hit by Stardust. It can't be hit by Road. It has very little like cost. Like you can, it's like a Miracle Fusion in that way. You can get the thing off your field if you need to do it. Eltanin is a really good card. Cyber Phoenix, it's not really used. It's not really used. It's a unique card, but it's just not used. Dyna, gotta go in Insane. One of the best side deck cards in the format. Recharge, I'm gonna put it right next to Trade-In. My two favorite cards in the format. I'll put Recharge is a little bit better. You could put it right next to Charge, but I love this card. System Down. It's not really in decks. It can be, but like people would much rather play Cyber Dragon because it's a like you should be siding Cyber Dragon over Machine over this card over System Down because it's better against Glad Beast and other stuff where beaters are good. So that is like my reason for why it should be not in decks. Like Cyber Dragon is just better in most instances. We got Gravity Bind. This is used in stall decks. It's pretty good. Like I'll put it right next to. It's like a better T-Roar sometimes, and some decks can just get under it. That's a good point, Cartong Boy. He said there's people put System Down in the side for decks that don't have extra deck space. I feel like those decks that don't have extra deck space are usually good into like Fortress and stuff, or not into Fortress, but like it's good into the Machine matchups though. Like most of those matchups where people aren't siding Cyber Dragon, I don't see them siding System Down. Like in the 150 decks I played on the channel, not one of them has sided System Down, and I don't change the side decks. Now there's some Geminis in here, Ryan. Magical Explosion, people don't play it. Wall of Ravine Light, people don't really play it. This card's kind of meh anyway. 1 for 1. I think that's 1 for 1. It's like really dark for some reason. Why is it like that? I'm gonna assume this is 1 for 1. Insanely broken card. It's a little bit worse than E-Telly, but like the targets are way better because your targets are substitute and stuff. Ceasefire, probably the best burn card. I put it above. I'll put a tier above Chain Strike. Put it in this tier. We got Assailant. Assailant, I think this is even worse than the I think it's like a tier worse than those Gravekeeper cards. I put it like down here. This, okay, Commandant, the best Gravekeeper card. I'll put it above these. We got Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain is grown on me ever since the Magic Planner package that I saw the Macro Show and Zexid use. This has really grown on me. So Fiendish Chain, I'm actually gonna put in good. I think this is a good card. I'm gonna put it up here with Bottomless and Book and stuff and put it right in the middle. Good card. Compulse, pretty insane card. I think people are coming around to Compulse just being a really broken card. It's really good in aggro decks, really good against certain matchups. Just a really good card. Monster Gate, I'm gonna put it right next to Reasoning. They're in the same deck when they're played. They're similar cards. I like Reasoning more because it creates a little mini game. I really love mini game cards. That's why I love Snipe Hunter. This card, awful card. Where do we put it? I'm put it right next to the Assailants. A little better, I guess. Stell. Another Gravekeeper card. Better than these at least. I'll put it next to these two. We got L-Lab. I lost to this card the other day in X-Sabers. It's actually really good in X-Sabers, but it's only really played in that list. I'll put it right next to Gravity Bond. We got Magic Planner. Big fan of this card. I think this card quite good. I don't think it's quite trade-in level yet, but I think it is quite good. I'll put it next to... I'll put it in the good tier, for sure. I'll put it in the good tier. We got Raigeki Break. I put this next to Wing Blast. Where is Wing Blast? I think Wing Blast is sometimes better, but... Am I crazy? Where is Wing Blast? I can't seem to find it. But what's important is that I think it's a little better than... I think it's a little better than Wing Blast, honestly. So based off that, I'm gonna put it in Insane. It's a really good card. Maybe at the top of good, actually. I'll put it like right next to Singin'. I think it's a really good card. We got Royal Tribute. I'm fan number 1 for this card. You know I'm biased on this, so let's get the bias started. I think Royal Tribute's a really good card if you're going first. It can work when you're going second. All the people that say that it can't work when you're going second don't understand. In certain matchups, it is just a great card. It does require setup, though. You have to deck build around it. That is important to know. However, the upsides outweigh the down, and you have to be a good player to play it because you need to know when to hold them and when to fold them, or whatever the saying goes. But I would put it next to... I'd put it in the good tier. It's not quite DDV, but it's a pretty insane card. I'm gonna put it like... I'm gonna put it up here next to Gadgetron. I agree that with you, Carton Boy, that Royal Tribute is just as toxic as DDV, but DDV lets me see their whole hand if on Dueling Book, whereas Dueling Book rules don't let me see it with Royal Tribute, and DDV always like goes for the next 3 turns, so they can't top deck a Raikou or something. Okay, really good side deck cards. 7 Tools. 7 Tools is just a good card. I like 7 Tools. I'm gonna put it up here with the other side deck cards. Really good card. Wave Motion Cannon, not really played a whole lot. If it is, it's bad. Breaker, this might be the most improved card of 2026 thanks to the Jank series. People are really liking this card. I think this card's quite good. I'm going to put it right next to Warrior Lady. I think it's a little better than Warrior Lady, though. I really like it. Nobody plays Dark Hex Sealed Fusion or Earth Hex Sealed Fusion or Burden of the Mighty, really. Like, maybe Stun decks, but they're kind of bad. Fortune Lady's bad. I'm gonna put this in awful. We got Uriah, my boy. I love Uriah. I like Uriah, and the cards you play in Uriah decks aren't even bad. Like, Uriah decks aren't bad. So I'm gonna put Uriah, and his effect makes him where he can't get bottomless, he can't get and they can't respond to your cards. So if they have one back row, that back row is always gone. It can't do anything. They're just not allowed to respond. So I really like Uriah. It is a steep cost, but like the continuous traps in Edison are good. They are good cards. I'm gonna put Uriah higher than anyone else has, probably. I'm gonna put Uriah like right here. No, screw it. We're putting him in front of Colossal. I really like Uriah. Obelisk. This card's not good, sadly. I'll put Obelisk like... I'll put it in front of Oystermeister. We got this, same as the other one. People shouldn't be playing these cards. These cards aren't good. I don't like any of the Fortune Ladies, I'll be honest. Don't need to talk about their effects. They all suck. I think purple's like the only good one if I remember right. Or no, it's yellow. That's the good one. I'll put yellow a tier above them. Psychic Commander. This card was broken in the Jank format. People love this guy. He in a Jank format, this guy is actually insane. In regular Edison, never saw play. Like, he's literally not even in a deck in regular Edison, but in Jank he was pretty cool. This is the worst card in the format. Shout out to Ryan. This card sucks. Transmigration Prophecy, decent side deck card. Some people main deck it in like chain beat decks, so it's kind of cool. I'll put it up here with them. I like this card. Anti-spell, not used that much. It's just not in decks. Like, there's not many decks that play this card. It's only sided against like Dragon Turbo. Like I said, this card's cool. Like, I don't think this card isn't bad. I just haven't seen anyone do enough with it yet. Cactus Bouncer, not in decks really. It's like super jank. Same with Mortronic. You don't really see this a lot. This guy is used in... I'll put this guy next to... Actually, I was going to say I'll put him next to the Phantom of Chaos. Or not the Phantom of Chaos, but the Sphere of Chaos. Because it's played in Tempon's list, but I don't know. We got the Tuning Wear. This isn't some random synchro decks, but it's not that good. It's like meh. I'll put it like... the bottom of Situational. Quillbolt, same kind of thing. It's in random decks. This card sucks. I see people try to make the Bushi work. This card sucks. I'm putting it in awful. We got Volcanic Queen. Shout out to Mr. Z. This card's funny. I like this card. It's just a kaiju. Good against Gladiators. If they go into, you know, Era. Oh, where do I want to put this? I'll put this like up here. Below the Force. We get Dark Sea Float. I'll put this... This is worse than Tuning Wear. I'll put it a tier below Tuning Wear. Symbols of Duty. This is a card that I've only ever played in Ojamas. So it's not really in decks, but it's a funny card. Lava Golem. I may be a little biased, but this card's good. It's good in Dark Gaia decks, good in Vengeful Servant. Good in... Some people play it in like Lightsworn or something. Not in Lightsworn, but like... I swear I've seen people play it in like Amaryllis Burn. You know, saw that in one of the videos. I like Lava Golem. I think it's a pretty good card. Gallus, good in literally only Machina, or not Machina, but Monster Mash, but still really good in that deck. Kaiku, putting this right next to Breaker and the other ones. It's Stun 2026, because these cards are good. Jujutsu Master. I think Jujutsu Master is just like those other stun cards, but a little bit worse, because he has to be attacked into, but his effect is really cool. I do think he's like a little slept on. I'll put him in Situational. Honestly, Cart just said we should put Kaiku higher, and it is kind of true. He is good against both, like against all the meta decks, except for he's okay against like Blackwings. He's not insane against Blackwings, but I think it's probably true. Like, you could probably put Kaiku in insane. Like, he is pretty insane. We got Morphtronic Bind. Like I said, people don't really play Morphtronics. I'll put these here. Solidarity. Solidarity, I think, needs more cooking, but this card's pretty good. I like this card. I'm going to put it in good. Black Garden. I think this card's also pretty good. It's annoying. A lot of people just leave the game out of rage. We got King Tanger Wengu. He's like a weird side deck card. He's just meh. I'll just put him in meh. Doom Caliber. This card is one of the worst cards in the format. Do not play this card. We got Ojama Trio. It's not really in decks. It's in like Sunburn. I'll put it in like next to Chain Strike. We got Selphon. Selphon's a cool card. I love Selphon. We got X Saber cards. This is the guy that adds back to your hand. He's useful for the loop, so I'll put him in meh. And then you got Gotham's Emergency Call. This is like the best card in the deck apart from Cat, of course. I'll put this card in good. Then we got Saber Hole. People don't play this really. It's like pretty bad. Magic Cylinder. Pretty bad card. I mean, people play it in Burn. We got Borden. Like I said, we're just not rating the Morphtronic cards. People don't really play them. We might have a Morphtronic list coming, though. People don't really play Galahad. Voltro. Voltro is the best card in that deck by a landslide. Pretty insane card. Full Helm Knight. The best normal summon. I'll put Full Helm Knight above Emergency Call. Kawaki Marrow cards. We did play these on the channel. They were pretty fun. Kawaki Marrows. Let's put it in... Where do we want to put the the Kawaki cards? Like, this one's cool because it's a draw card, so I'll put this one in, like, in good. I like draw cards. This guy was kind of, his activation cost is kind of steep, but his effect's actually pretty good. And he's a level 8. This one, nobody plays this one. He's bad. Lord British, on the other hand. People play British. British is, like, actually a pretty insane card. Like, by himself. Like, you don't need any of the other spaceships. Like, British is a good card. The Kawaki spell traps, they draw cards, most of them. Card Tumbler, they respawn them. Iron Core. Iron Core is a terribly designed card. This card sucks, but it is necessary for the deck to function. Ur-Knight. Ur-Knight is like... Ur-Knight is one of the most insane cards ever. This card is so good. It's just surrounded by a bunch of garbage. Oh my. We got Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder, another good card. Not quite as good as Lord British, but it's the only other one I like playing in my spaceship deck. I'll put him in. He's a good, like, any card that can beat over a card and like, you know, get a token while dying to a Raikou seems good to me. We got Jade Knight. This card's not good. This card is awful. If you know, you know. This card, it needs to be face up for some reason. It's also only 1,000. Its effect isn't that relevant. This card kind of sucks. I don't know what this card is. Maybe someone in chat will tell me what that is. Let's go on a Boulder. Boulder is the search card in Kawaki Marrows. Pretty decent. I'll put it in a meh. Yeah, so be destroyed by battle. Crusader is interesting. I like Crusader. Crusader is not as good as the other normal summons, but I'll put him next to the Boulder. We got Kawaki Marrow Gravity Rose. This card's okay. I'll put it above the Crusader. The next tier above that. Pretty cool card. Power Hand, not played, but it is a really cool card. I think that's the Kawaki Field Spell. Oh, no one plays this. Okay. My experience with Kawaki Marrows is when I played with Hydro, and he showed me the other decks he'd worked on for Kawaki Marrows. So I take like him as one of the best Edison players we've ever known. And if he wasn't playing one of these cards in Kawaki Marrows, it couldn't have been that good. That's like my take. I'm gonna put this with the Recruiters. It's worse than the other ones because it's an X-Saber Recruiter, but it's probably better than the Angel card. Smashing Ground. Pretty good card. I'm going to put it in good. I don't think it's quite insane, but it's a really good card. Autonomous Action Unit. Situational. Pretty cool card, though. Water Spirit. Not really played. Unless you watched the Watergate deck. Fire Recruiter literally gets you Lone Fire Blossom, James. I don't want to hear it. Water Recruiter gets you Substitute. They're definitely both better. Let's see. Gigantes, actually a good card. I like Gigantes. I think Gigantes might be underutilized. I kind of like Gigantes. We got Power Tool Pickaxe. Weird side deck card. I'll put it with the other weird side deck cards. Actually, this one's like meh to me. Kodaris, my beloved. I love Kodaris. He's like not good, but he's fun to use. He'll go at the top of meh. We got Umi. This card sucks. I'll put it right here. We got, this is basically another Umi. This card's like okay though, from what I remember. We'll put him up here. We got Salvage. Problem with Forks is that every card is a +1. This card is broken. We got Soul Taker. Worst version of Smashing Ground, except for the fact that it makes Duke Frog miss timing. So I'll put it like situational. We got this guy searches Umi, so I'll put him a little bit higher. He's like a Commandant in a way. It's a monster that's also a field spell. We'll put him up here next to this guy. We got Soul of Purity and Light. Pretty good card. I like this card. Special summon, can fix your grave for Christia. I'll put her in good. We got this guy. People don't really play this guy. I forgot his name. He's like Birdman. Birdface something. Something. Yeah, like people don't play these a whole lot. People play Freed. Like people play Freed. He's cool. I like Freed. He's like meh. We got, yeah, no one plays Assault Mode, Arcanite. This card sucks. This card's one of the worst cards in the format. Arcanite Magician. This guy's actually pretty good. I like this guy. He's like, and this guy. I'll put them next to each other. These guys ain't too bad. Assault Mode. I think Assault Mode's a cool deck. I just think it hasn't been broken. Chaos Endmaster. This card's not great. It's like meh. We got Assault Mode. This card's pretty insane. Like in terms of power level, it should be up here, but it is also a brick, and it can be crowed, so I'll put it in here. We got Oracle of the Sun. Pretty meh. We got Ojama Country. Ojama Country is actually a pretty good card. Like, if this weren't on Ojamas, if this were just a monster card, like just a field spell that summoned monster cards, it would be broken, but it's situational because it's Ojamas. Red, meh. Blue, good. Yellow, black, and green are the same card, but I'll put them in awful, even though I love Ojamas. They are just normal monsters. True, but sometimes it gets crowed. Like, Assault Mode does get crowed. And it also doesn't hit the board 90% of the time, I feel like. Also, Ojama Magic, crazy good card. Karma Cut, I'll put it in the same tier I did Regeki Break and stuff. I think it's a little worse than Regeki Break. So I put Regeki Break up here. Right? Dust. I'll put Regeki Breaking good. Or this is Karma Cut, but I'll put Karma Cut in good. I like Karma Cut. Level Eater. This card's not in like any meaningful decks. It's not a bad card. It's just so like no one's like really broken the format with it. Swamp. This card's cool. This card's in Polyfrogs and other hero frog lists, like hero lists. I really like Swamp. Dragon Mirror. Another cool card. Just a field spell, just like a fusion spell. And then the extra card trooper, put that one in insane too. And that's the list. It took forever, but we got there. This is the list. Hate the list if you want. Comment everything you want about it, but this is what I think are the best cards in the format. Y'all are free to argue with me if you want. Your opinions are wrong, of course. But yeah, this has been Sai. I'll scroll through the list slowly here to let y'all see. You have a pause. And I hope you'll enjoy it. And I'll see you on the next one.